I know I messed up and it might be over, but let me call you when I'm sober. I'm a dead man, you're a four-leaf clover, but let me call you when I'm sober. I woke up in the pouring rain, west side on boat 7 a.m. Sleeping by a dumpster to keep me dry with the radio on and a new black eye. 'Cause I bet you couldn't knock me out, and I guess you really got me now. Black sedan, red or red light, just a drunken bike passenger on Tuesday night. I know I messed up and it might be over, but let me call you when I'm sober. I'm a dead line, you're a four-leaf clover, but let me call you when I'm sober. She undressed and we stumbled downstairs, fell to the table as the neighbors just stared. We laughed out loud and smashed their lights, digging with our hands in the dirt outside. And she dragged me to the edge of town and she slapped me, then she pulled me down. I can do bad and you can do better, spending all night getting lost together. I know I messed up and it might be over, but let me call you when I'm sober. I'm a dead line, you're a four-leaf clover, but let me call you when I'm sober.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome over here to the Dascar Martini Endurance Series Season number 3, 2016 here on the Ziggo Sports. We are here back again with a 3-hour race for you. And I gotta say, first off, I already tried to do this race yesterday, but then after 30 minutes my computer crashed. So this is gonna be the second time we're gonna do this race. For me at least, but that's no problem, whatever. Anyways, we are here for the third race of the season. The first two races at Le Mans and at the Noordschleife were pretty crazy. Both races had less than 15 drivers finish. So I think it's not gonna happen in this race, at least from what I've seen in the test races and in yesterday's thing. It is going to be one very, very exciting race though. A lot of passing. So much passing I can't even keep up with it. And also some incidents and very exciting things. So I would say sit back, relax and take some popcorn, or I'm not sure how late you're watching it. But anyways, take some coffee and get some things going, whatever. Enjoy the race. We got one thing to tell you though, but we got a new driver, number 30 car, though new driver is a little bit of not a word I should use, because over here in the 30 car it is not Demi Spanner but Eline Suiten, and some of you might know her from, she was a former Philips Cup Series driver, has been racing ever since season 2 or 3 or something till the end of season 8 or 7, I'm not sure, but she's a veteran in the Philips Cup Series, was retired, but she decided to come back again for a endurance race. She really liked this series, and that's why Eline Suiten is driving the number 30 car instead of Demi Spanner. So one thing we have to go through before we start the race is the top 10 in points. Joseph Brummer, he is the points leader together with William Brock though, so they are tied. Joseph Brummer, of course, the winner at Le Mans. He already has a reserve spot in the Philips Cup Series Season 9. Chris Dodd is currently third, only 1 point behind the top 2. RJ Bishop is fourth, only 2 points behind. Then Cody Smart is currently in 5th place with 70 points. Martha Constantina is in 6th with 69 points. 7th is Benoit Lothaire-Vin with 62 points. And 8th, 9th and 10th are all tied with 61 points. Chris Dollerton, Aiden Shepard, who won the Noordschleife race, so he also has already a reserve spot in the Philips Cup Series Season 9. And Joseph Ernesto then in 10th. So that's your top 10 in points. As said, Joseph Brummer and Aiden Shepard, the winners of the previous two races. Who will be the new winner to this race? We'll see in a couple of moments. Let's get this race started. So, we're gonna do exactly the same thing. Shut up, phone. It's exactly the same way we did before. So that means we're gonna have instant replays. But after lap number 1, if a lot of things happen, I'm just going to pause the video and take a look back at that, and everything else will just be instant videos, no cautions or anything, and we'll have a couple of breaks again to save the audio. So ladies and gentlemen, it is Kyle Martins on pole together with number 98 car of Harry Williams on the front row. It's time to go green flag racing. Here we go. My voice is not really working with me today. Storming into turn number 1, Kyle Martins has the inside line, and also for the next turn we already see some 3 wide racing. Cody Smart trying to take second place, and Kyle Martins has prevailed to the lead. But here comes Harry Williams again for second place. Is everything still going fine? Probably not. We always see some issues in turn number 1 and 2. Yes, indeed, we also had some issues in turn number 1 and 2 this time. Kyle Martins is still up front, second place Harry Williams, and Aileen decided the veteran storming up to third place. Seems like she has a pretty fast race car. Here we already see issues for the number 1 of Rita Sigrid and also number 95 of Rick Kruger, the hometown boy of the previous race at Nordschleife, in trouble. Chris Dutton and Nicole Tranowicz may have been held up, a little bit of damage as well to Devin Roberts. But there we are back again on the front stretch, so it's a pretty short lap, and that's the reason why we're gonna run 132 laps in this race. Complete length of around 3 hours. So yeah, it's gonna be a long one, and it's gonna be an exciting one as well. Kyle Martins has a big lead over second place Harry Williams. Now I'm looking back because I think there are not a whole lot of things happened actually. So, well, that's good news. There you see all the damage to, well, all the spins. So number 1 car is Kyle Martins. Okay, I'm not gonna pause it. I'm not gonna pause it. I'm just gonna rewind it like this. Normally I paused it because there was so many things happening in the first lap that, well, it was impossible to keep up, and then I would miss 3 or 4 laps or something. So it started going wrong over here with RJ Bishop in the 06 car. So there you see, well, he might have made some contact with the 1 car as well, but eventually he got turned around by the number 2, and, well, what goes to the right must come to the left as well. There he goes, slams into the 80 car, and pretty much, wow, that's a pretty big stack up. 7 cars, 9 cars went around. The 1 car went into the tire barriers pretty hard, and that's probably what did most damage to her car, if not all damage. Wow, that's close. And there you can see Ricky Kruger still turn around, trying to get his car back in line again. Well, that is, I think. We also saw the number 85, I think, on pit road, so I'm gonna check back quickly what happened to him as well. First, we're gonna get another replay of this incident. So I'm wondering if RJ Bishop made contact. Yeah, he did make contact with the number 1 car. And there as well, that is what pushed him into the number 2 car of Anna Gregg, and eventually 7 cars go around. Chris Dodd is involved as well as Seth Cole, Rickett Kruger there, Anna Gregg, Nicole Tranowicz, so both those drivers involved. RJ Bishop, Devin Roberts, and into the wall goes Skylar Fleming. So now I'm wondering, I thought I saw this car on pit road as well, so I'm checking. Ah, this is what happened to him. Ooh, he was also involved in a turn 1 incident, but then on the second lap, it seems like Gabriel Wanderley may have been too aggressive into that turn. No. The 85 Gideon Giegers just made contact with the 07 car of Emmanuel Hartnett and then with the 54 car, but got squeezed into that hole a little bit, and that is why he was in the wall. Oh, that's some pretty hard. I think this game over. Gideon Giggers out of the race already. Well, that's an early exit. Didn't have that yesterday. Goodness gracious. Here another look at this. There you see that the 85 car tries to get in that hole, but then, well, eventually the hole closed up. That's a pretty hard lick for that 85 car as well. So unfortunately it's already race over for him. Now I'm wondering how much I've missed. These guys all had crashed, so I'm forwarding like this, so make sure that we don't miss a whole lot. Gideon Giggers still on pit road. Of course, by the way, it could be possible that I'm missing something, so, well, I'm probably not gonna be able to catch everything, especially not if it's gonna be that chaotic race. So, but I think so far so good, except for of course Gideon Giggers. There I go live. Well, just short check. Yeah, there we got some more cars on pit roads. The 80 car, the 07 and the 06, they all made contact, but well, they all had issues before, but I'm wondering if this pit stop was, well, due to that, or if it was due to something else, because that's something we've seen yesterday as well. But it seems like it was just ordinary pit stop, so fine, we're live. There we go. So, well, everything calming down a little bit, but I fixed my microphone by the way, but it still doesn't want to be fixed. It's just evil, man. It's absolutely evil. Anyways, we got Kyle Martins in the number 12 car in the lead. Second place is now Harry Williams. And in third we got Alien the Side, the number 30 car. Elba Wanderley in the number 40 car is currently in fourth place. Fifth we got Megan Atkins. So also having a good run. Aiden Shepard is currently in 6th position. 7th we got the 48 car of Cody Smart, so he fell back a little bit after starting in 3rd position, I think. John Ciardino is currently in 8th. 9th we got the number 87 car of Benoit Lothaire Irving, and Chris Dollarton is currently in 10th, so that means Chris Dollarton has both cars in the top 10, so that's good news for him. And here we see some drivers that already had issues. Drivers that are out of the race, the 85 car and the 1 car. The 1 car with a header problem and the 85. Gideon Giggers due to that incident in turn number 1. So we have 40 cars left. Nobody is a lap down, but some drivers are really far behind. And pretty much the gap, the line is after position number 33, as we got a pass almost over here. Albert Mondeley trying to get by the number 30 car of Aileen Side, and she almost had that working. Also here, a great battle between the number 20 of Megan Atkins and the 60 of Aiden Shepard. And gotta say, Aiden Shepard, he has really impressed me lately with his win at the Nordschleife. It was a really great run. He had a really strong run over there. Now once again he's doing very great in his number 60, so having a great run, impressing me. And when you're impressing me, it's always good. But over here, well, I think the first pass is gonna be somewhere around 2nd, 3rd or 4th place. So something I do have to talk about, I will do that in a couple of moments, is a little bit of the planning, because I changed the planning a little bit. Remember, I will do it now. Remember what I said last race, that I could be able. Whoa, we got a car on pit road, and that's the number 9 car. There we go. And was that scheduled or was it due to issues? At least he changed some tires, so I'm not sure. It doesn't see. Oh no, this is definitely not a scheduled pit stop. Look at what happened over here. Tommy Turbo, lap number 5 it was, makes contact with the number 70 car of Palathinus, and there he will go into the barriers, and he will go up on his side. Look at that car. It even climbed the barriers. So Tommy Turbo in jeopardy already. So it means that both Chris Dodd and Tommy Turbo have had issues today. That's a pretty hard lick. But if I am correct, and I'm not sure if I'm correct, by the way, the number 70 car also coming in. I think some of them will come on pit road this time as well. So, but if I'm correct, I think the number 9 car is still racing, but I'm not sure. I gotta check quickly. No, but well, the number 9 car is still racing, but the 70 car is retired. Is it really due to that same incident? Paul Athenas being the one who retires from that incident? Well, that's quite crazy. Yeah, I think it is. Yes, indeed. So Paul Athenas being the one who retires. I had not expected that. So apparently the driver seemed to have gotten worse in it. Still races. There he is, Tommy Turbo. but the one who caused it and well drove on eventually did not make it back around. So that's impressive. Anyways, back to my story about the planning. First planning is to fix my microphone. There we go. Previous race I said that we might shrink down this schedule of the Martini Endurance Series or the Rally Dascar Rally Championship due to a lack of time. Well, I have made a decision. For the Martini Endurance Series, we are indeed going to do only 4 races. So it means that after this race there will be only one more race. And that race will be at Willow Springs. So that means we're not going to do a 5th race just simply because I don't have the time for that. If I would have to do 2 rally races in those 2 weeks I'm between my 2 holidays, if I have to do 2 rally stages and a Martini Endurance Series race and a full season of the Red Bull Knockout Series, I would not be able to get that fixed. That's one thing, and also still I don't have a 5th racetrack, so yeah, it's a little bit too late. It will all come later. So I will skim through the field as well, so you can also see where you currently are at. Nobody is a lap down except for this number 9 car. There he is, and here's the battles continuing. So there are the drivers with problems. So, well, that means that we're gonna have to do this race now. After this, only one more race, and I initially said that it's gonna be after my 2nd holiday, so later in August. But I thought that would mean that we would have 1.5 months of no races in the Martini Endurance Series, and I thought that was just way too long. I prefer to keep the margins between races, so the time that is between 2 races as well, pretty much as low as possible. And therefore I have decided to move back that race and to do the final race of the Martini Endurance Series in the week or 2 weeks between my 2 holidays. So that would mean at the beginning of August, between the, let's say, the 1st of August and the 9th of August. That is when the final race at Willow Springs will be of this series. Just to, well, because I think that's the better time. So that also means, of course, that I will have a Dascar Rally Championship to deal with. I've also decided to get rid of one stage over there, simply because there was one stage which I didn't necessarily like. So that means that we have 3 more stages left. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to be able to do the 3rd stage in this week, in the next few days, because of course in about 4 days I'm going on vacation, and that means I have 3 days, well, let's say 2 days to do everything I need to do for that single stage. I'm not sure if I will be able to get that working. So therefore I'm going to try to do it, but it could be possible that it's gonna come later though. So that means we have 5 stages in total, 3 more stages to go. That will be, if everything goes according to plan, to this next few days there will be the 3rd stage. The 4th stage will be in 2 weeks between the the 1st of August and the 9th of August, and then finally there will be another stage. The final stage, the 5th stage, will be in the, let's say, the 23rd of August, and that week after that. So that is when the final races of those 2 series will be. And then of course we have a Dascar Red Bull Knockout Series to come as well, because I have promised that I will do it as well. However, my plan initially was to do that full season. Ooh, a little bit wide slide over there for the number 98, but initially the plan was to do that full season in the week between my 2 weeks between my 1st and 2nd holiday. But I think I'm not going to be able to do that. I think it would be better than to do the first half of the season in those 2 weeks. Start the 2nd week then, and do the 1st week, start with the Red Bull Knockout Series and the Martini Endurance Series, and then have the other leftover races, the 2nd half, be done after I come back from my 2nd holiday. that is what the planning is. It could be possible that we're not gonna do like really half, but maybe 6 races or 5 races in the Red Bull Knockout Series before this, my second holiday, and after that the leftover 2 or 3 races. So it might not be evenly spread, but that is at least is the plan. So in their way, therefore I've updated you a little bit on what I'm planning to do, and I think it's good for you to know that. Also, something which I did yesterday, because I was pretty pissed off due to my computer crashing, and I thought, well, I still need to do some things for Philips Cup Series as well, because Philips Cup Series is coming back, and that's why I don't have enough time to do those other 2 stages, because then it would be the other 2 races slash stages. So the last stage in the Rally Championship and another race in the Martini Endurance Series, because then it would extend to, or in the weeks I have to go to school again, and I actually want to start Philips Cup Series then. So I wanted to have it started by then, as Elena Zuid is making a move on Harry Williams for 2nd place, and she has the preferred line. Elba Wannerley, can she join the party as well? Can she make that move? Not yet. Elena Zuid has made it. So 30 car moves up to 2nd place. Great run for her. And indeed you can see the top 4 is still very close together. 5th and 6th are line astern, and then 7th, 8th and 9th are together, and 10th is also in front of a big line. Also waiting for a move over here of Chris Dollerton. Oh, here comes Harry Williams back again on the 30 car, but I'm not sure if he's able to make it work. No, he's not, and that means that also Albert Wanley will be able to go by him. So Harry Hills loses 2 positions in 1 lap, while trying to gain 1 as well. Now he has to look, oh never mind, ooh, still side by side with Alba Wanderley in that number 40 car. And he has the preferred line for this turn, coming onto the front stretch. Who has the better run onto the front stretch? It seems like the 40 car has a little bit of a better run, and indeed Alba Wanderley takes over 3rd place, but now they are, the first 2 have run away a little bit. Here also Chris Dollerton has made a position on the 48th car, so Chris Dollerton also having a very good race, and moving forward rapidly. Aiden Shepard has gone by Megan Atkins, so that's a change for 5th place as well, and Elena Zuid has taken over the lead. That's how fast things can go. In 1 lap we have seen somebody go from 2nd to 3rd, the leaders switch around, somebody going from 3rd to 1st, 5th and 6th switching around, and 9th and 10th, 8th and 9th switching around. So, because it's a lead change, we do want to keep an eye to have that, to have a replay of that again. So just a dive bomb move of the Elena Zuid, a very impressive move by her. Going by that number 12 car of Kyle Martins. And Kyle Martins dropping back to 2nd place, so there we go, back again alive. No other retirements. The 80 car has also gone down a lap, and I do want to check that quickly, because that must have been due to a pit stop. There he is. So I'm checking, it could be possible that he was already a lap down in here. Yeah, he was already a lap down here. So I'm just checking. Okay. So he made another pit stop after this, but it seems like he didn't have any damage. So indeed he just made another pit stop. Also no problems on pit roads, I guess. No. And now he is a lap down. Yeah. So that was pretty much what happened. So there, number 80 car, William Brock, that's indeed your points leader. So also a lap down for him. And of course I'm not necessarily really looking into points yet, just because I have a feeling that the season just started. In fact I should be looking more at points, because there's only 2 more races to go. So only 1 more race after this. And William Brock, the points leader, has had issues. But of course, long race, so you're gonna see plenty of action. Anyway, what I wanted to say before the passing streak started is that yesterday I uploaded a video about the Philips Cup Series, in where I asked you to give me some tips and some changes which I could make to make the series better. It's also on this channel, so I would say go check it out. And if you have any ideas on how I could do things better, it also concerns what new sponsors would you like to see, manufacturers, what new racetracks. I already have plenty of racetracks, so thank you all for that, for everyone who has commented. I know there are a couple of drivers in here who have commented on that as well, so thank you very much. I really appreciate it. So it's fun, so we can try to get the Philips Cup Series season number 9 be the best season we've ever done. So that's my goal, and I think, well, I think it might be working, and I think we're gonna probably cooperate more with John C. Dino and possibly with Jane Pinter and Joshua Michaels as well. So we'll see how things work out, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be good. So how the hell can the number 70 car suddenly be in 7th position? Where did... Okay, interesting. So that means that Chris Dollarton, Denise Steinauer have passed 3 people in 2 laps or something. That's impressive. That's very impressive. Here comes the 80 car. Oh yeah, this is something we've seen yesterday. The difference between fresh tires and old tires is so incredibly big on this racetrack that it could be even possible that we're gonna see. Actually, I just realized I made a huge mistake a few moments ago. I keep on saying that Rita Seegert is out racing that number 1 car, but this is Rita Seegert. I just realized, wait a minute, I should have never made a 1 and an 01, both blue with red and white. So, major apologies to Rita Seegert. She's still racing and she's perfectly fine. She's in here, she's in the top 10 almost. So, if not, yeah, she is in the top 10 now. So, the driver that is out of the race is Max Claudel, so apologies to Max Claudel and Rita Seegert. So number 1 of Max Claudel is out of race. Well, that's pretty stupid. Sorry. Anyway, to come back on what I was talking about, I don't even know what I was talking about now. Oh yeah, yesterday I've seen as well, the difference between new tires and old tires is so big that we could see cars being lapped with damage even past the leader or crushed leader. That's something we've seen as well. So that means keeping an eye. Oh, as we got Benoit Ravine on pit road. This is not a planned pit stop, guys. It is a planned pit stop. No, it's not a planned pit stop, I think. But it was. Well, at least he drove it back to pit lane. Maybe it was a planned pit stop, but he was so stationary for so long there. I can barely imagine that it was just... Oh. I guess it is then a mechanical problem for Benoit Ravine. Also, number 98 car is on pit road now. I'm waiting for that number 87 car to make a move. Also a big move, the big moment, because Benoit Ravine is currently, what is it, 7th in points. So that's also a tough break for him. So indeed, Harry Williams has made a pit stop, and I wanted to go actually to that number 80 car. There he is. He is flying around this racetrack. He has already passed the number 48 car. Of course, he is somebody who made a pit stop. We just seen it, and he has the freshest tires of all. And that means that he's going to make another move over here already on the 01 car. Look at him fly. That's pretty incredible. Right underneath the rear wing of Rita Seegert, as Chris Dollarton is making a move on that's Megan Atkins. So they've caught the 20 and the 60s on pit road. So we're starting to see pit stops now. Look at this. The number 80 car is gonna pass the 01 in a couple of moments. And remember, the 80 car is 1 lap down. He's gonna pass the 20 car as well. And the 36 car even of Wade Brummer has gone by number 20 of Megan Atkins. So Megan Atkins loses some positions, and here comes Wade Brummer on that number 17 car. And then cannot make it work, and there comes the 80 car. Yes, indeed, that's what you get. We've seen the same thing happen to Henry Williams. You try to pass one driver, but then in the next turn you get passed instead of passing another driver. So here's the secret, trying to get by the number 20 car, waiting for drivers to make a pit stop. Here comes RJ Bishop on pit road. There is Aiden Shepard, and I'm starting to wonder a little bit if this is a planned pit stop as well. It doesn't seem like it's a planned one. No, it definitely doesn't seem like it's a planned one, but... Oh no, he stopped on the racetrack. Aiden Shepard, he has been doing such a fantastic job, but his car just gave up on him. Let's see. No, yeah, he moved back to second gear and no drive. I think it's a drivetrain issue for Aiden Shepard. It's my microphone once again. Oh, Chris Dollarton almost ran into the side of him. So that's what I think happened to him. But he is changing tires. Can he be able to make it to go again? Aiden Shepard. Now right side to go on. I think Aiden Shepard might be able to continue his way. Waiting. Oh, he has to move now then. I don't know. No, we'll see in a couple of moments. We'll check if he's running. So indeed, number 80 car of William Brock has already moved by 2 other drivers. So indeed, he is really flying, and I think Henry Williams could even soon be the points leader, as Aiden Shepard is driving again. So that's good news for the number 16. So Aiden Shepard is driving again. There is Chris Dodd also on pit road. Where's that number 80 car or 98 car? I'm pretty curious on how his lap times are. There he is. A 1:24.23. 1:24.23. The leader drives a 22.04. That's 2 seconds per lap faster. Goodness gracious, Harry Hills is flying around this racetrack with his new tires, and he will for sure be the new leader in just a couple of moments. I'm just waiting for the leaders to come on pit road. Why are they waiting so long? Yeah, they've been only racing for 30 minutes or something, 28 minutes, but they're losing so much time now. It's incredible. They're really losing a lot of time. And there is Aileen de Suijten. She is currently the leader. Elba Wannerly is in second, and Carl Martins is in third. Actually, I cannot really remember if we've seen that pass, to be honest. But here's a battle for fourth, even though it's fourth place for Denise Steiner and the 80 car is a lap down. But he will for sure be up front in a couple of moments. Look for William Brock to be up front in just a couple of moments as well. I think he could even be able to crack the top 20, if not the top 10. Maybe even the top 5. Due to his pit strategy. He is running lap times of 21.1, which is still 1 second faster than everybody else in front of him. At least a second faster. So there he goes by. Here we get a great battle. John Arndt in number 4 car moves by 20 of Megan Atkins. So Megan Atkins also going backwards. And here John Cittadino, Cody Smart moving them backwards a little bit. Jane Pinter in number 27 car. The 21 of Martha Constantina and Debbie Myers. That's your top, I don't know what. So really surprised. And things have shaken up quite a bit as well. The 87 car is now 5 laps down. Is he still on pit road? That I am not 100% sure of. I'll check it quickly. Oh, he is. Oh no! Harry Williams has blown up. Harry Williams, who we said that he was gonna be up front in just a couple moments, has blown up. Was it just a mechanical issue for him? Yes, it was just a mechanical issue. Oh, that's such a heartbreaker. Yeah, there he goes. His engine dead. And Henry Williams, well, we've seen him be up front for some time. For quite occasionally actually, but every time issues has, well, made him retire and eventually put him 23rd in points currently, so that's a shame. That's a heartbreak for him. And Benoit Terravine is still on pit road, so it's pretty much the lost race already for him. Look at Chris Dodd. He is flying by Sonny Course over there. That speed of him. Oh, somebody might have gone through the gravel there. 48 cars going backwards a little bit. So maybe he went a little bit too wide coming out of turn 1. Maybe he was the one who put up a smoke screen. Gearbox issues for the number 98 car. That is, well, then I'm surprised that there was so much smoke actually over there. But 4 cars are out of the race now. Number 1 of Max Caldell, the 85 of Gideon Giegers, the 70 car of Paul Athenos, and the number 98 car of Henry Williams. So unfortunately it's over for them already. Everybody else is continuing, though Aileen Suiter comes on pit road, and she's the only one in the top 2, but also the 12 car comes on pit road. So leader in on pit lane. I think that's a good call. Now I'm wondering where she will come back. Where will we see the number 30 car come back on the racetrack again? Waiting there. Of course the number 12 car will have to stop right in front of her, because he was the pole sitter. So left sides go on, right sides go on as well. Oh, do we see more cars on pit road? Yes, Chris Darton and Megan Atkins, well, sharing the same strategy. There goes the 30 car back again, and the number 12 car will follow soon as well. There he goes. Now, did these guys already pit? That's the question. Well, we know that the 3 car already pitted, but I think he is a lap down. Yes, indeed. Oh, and into the wall goes the 54 car. And that is Gabriel Wanderley, and he's stuck in the middle of the racetrack. Look out, look out, look out. Leaders will have to come by as well pretty soon. So Gabriel Wanderley in the number 54 car going sideways and into the barriers. Let's take another look at this. So Chris Dodd being pretty aggressive over here, making contact there, and whammo into the wall. And onto the racetrack again. Joshua Michaels very, very lucky there. And Chris Dodd was also pretty lucky that he didn't slam into the tire barriers and that he didn't go onto the grass, because that would be race over for him. So another look at this. So we caught it live, that's good. But there, 54 microphone went around, and well, damage done to his car. He's on pit road, but so are many, many more. Cody Smart is one of them. John Cittadino, Elba Wanderley as well. And there the 40 car goes again. Now there goes the 30 car. Where's the 12? Where's the 12? Where's the 12? Where's the 12? There is the 12. And indeed, Kyle Martins has retaken second position. Now these guys, I think, also already made pit stops earlier. And I think that they even it could be possible that this is just for position. So we'll see when the pit stop cycle around. The 17 car of Chris Dollars is now behind the number 21 car, and that I think is for position. There's the number 60 car of Aiden Shepard. Is Aiden Shepard a lap down? Yes, he is, unfortunately. So Aiden Shepard is 1 lap down. There you see the big skid marks. And watching, so nobody else out of the race. Ladies and gentlemen, we are gonna have a quick pause just to save the audio. I'm not sure who currently is the leader, but I'm not sure if the 30 car will end up in the lead in a couple of moments. We'll check it when we come back again. Stay tuned over here for the Martini Endurance Series race here at Kyalami. Have I ever said that it was at Kyalami? I don't know. We're at Kyalami, by the way. Wade Brower in number 36 car is your lead, or at least was your leader, until this happened. This is just before we go live again, so number 30 car moves by. If that is for position, I'm not sure. I don't think so. But now watch over here the 06 car of RJ Bishop get into the back of him. Once again, RJ Bishop is also a lap down. There Wade Brummer will go sliding around and he will go not into the fence. That's the good thing. And I'm not even sure if he loses position. Yes, there's Seth Cole. Seth Cole will take over the lead. So once again a different camera angle over here. So 36 car Wade Brummer getting turned around. Yeah, and that's by a lap car, and we've seen it yesterday as well. That was the leader who's not. It was before the pit stop cycle even. So that's Wade Brummer. So we should continue now. There we go. That was just in time. So nobody else has retired. That's good news. Currently, your leader is this driver, Seth Cole, number 25 car. Now, I think he has already pitted, but he has a different strategy than the overall leaders. Whoa. Smoke screen. Cool. So, second place currently number 36 of Wade Brummer. And now in third place is the number 30 car of Eline Suiten. So that means she has two drivers in front of them who are on a different pit stop cycle. So pretty much she would still be the leader as soon as, of course, 25 and 36 get through their second cycle. Not sure what the best strategy is. We'll have to wait and see for that. Fourth place is Kyle Martin, number 12 car. So he has passed Albert Wanley and also passed Albert Wanley. Has gone this number 22. Blaine Keys, also a different strategy for him. Wow, and a very wide moment. So Albert Wanley currently in 6th place. Different strategies also for number 69 car. Yeah, 69 car of Skylar Fleming. And 8th position then is Joseph Ernesto. So 9th is currently Chris Darton, number 17 car. And in 10th is the 77 car of Denise Steinauer. Something we do have to mention is that, of course, this pit stop strategy is all pretty good, pretty fine. But the guys who pitted recently have much newer tires, and that's why Denise Steinauer is already gone by 21 car. Somebody has gone onto the guardrail again, and it was, I think, the number 33 car of Joshua Michaels. No, he's not. Joshua Michaels has also stopped on the racetrack. Man, this track is hard on stuff. This track is really hard on stuff. Look at his speed. He's already slowing down now. He's currently in 5th gear. Oh, whoa, my goodness. Jeffrey Finguy was very lucky in there. Nowhere to go for him. And I think it's the same. I think it could be that a gearbox issue as well. I thought it would be drivetrain. There you can see them go through the gravel. That's why there was so much gravel kicked up in there, so much sand. So that's, well, he did not go up the racetrack, but then the question is who did. I don't know. Well, it must not have been that big of an issue because nobody else, or did somebody retire? No, nobody else retired. So, anyway, there's number 80 car, and I already told you he was gonna be pretty quick. Yeah, he is. However, he was so far behind. Now I'm kind of curious. The 30 car is now currently in 2nd place, so that means that Wade Brummer has pitted. Number 36. Yeah. So Wade Brummer has pitted. I think Seth Cole will have to do the same thing then. Oh, here we got a challenge for 2nd place, and this would mean this is the lead. As soon as Seth Cole comes on pit road, we will have a new leader. It's not even Alien Sight. It is Kyle Martin's taking over the lead. Retaking, well, that would be in 2nd place now, of course. That's great move by number 12 car. That's interesting. Now the 07 car is a lap down. Currently in 4th place is Albert Wanderley in the number 40 car. So meaning that Blake Keys is also kicked back a little bit now. Yeah, we see a lot of passing. I mean, look at these lap times. That is gonna be the biggest difference. 18.0, 17.7 for Kyle Martin, Alien Sight and Kyle Martin respectively. Now watch the leader. He does 23s, and that means 20.3. So that means he is last lap. He was 2.5 seconds slower than Kyle Martin's. That's the big differences that I'm talking about between old and new tires, and that's what's gonna make this race so very interesting. Wade Burmer, by the way, is now coming up out of pit road, so I have a feeling he was the one who went up the guardrail. Well, at least he was much slower. So, also John Ciudadino came on pit road, so I'm pretty much looking for, maybe I'm looking for nothing, so just so you know. Well, I had a feeling that something had happened to him. The feeling was right. Oh, and it was with Alien South, so it was not even a planned pit stop for Wade Brummer. He got turned around by the number 30 car, so a very aggressive move by 30, and that's probably why she was so slow, why she lost time, and why she has been passed now by the number 12 car. This is not something we saw, so that's a very interesting move. Then of course it also leaves me wondering what happened to John Ciudadino. There Wade Brummer gets turned around. This is definitely the tricky corner in this racetrack. And there are more spots which are pretty difficult. Wow, that's a close call. Now what happened to John Ciudadino? That's also something I would like to know, because he has pitted pretty recently as well. But still he came on pit road once again. Was it due to a problem? Due to a incident? Yes, it was. Oh, I'm so good. I'm just kidding. Anyway, John Ciudadino gets turned around over here by Debbie Myers in number 67 car. A whammo into the wall, he smacks. So that means we are seeing some incidents over here starting to play dividends. That's quite surprising. So there John Ciudadino is of course racing again. Well, there is some damage to his car, but these cars are pretty strong, so only one car on pit road currently. Here we got Joseph Brummer, so finally showing Joseph Brummer in the 13 car, your points leader together with William Brock. Now he currently is in 17th position. William Brock is right there in 33rd, so indeed a lap down it is. So best papers are currently for Joseph Brummer, but I gotta say, Chris Dodd in the 3 car, well, RJ Bishop, I don't know. I'm not sure how points will play out in this deal. What I do know is, if I want to go to the leader, but I cannot find our leaders. Where are our leaders, guys? There we go. Number 12 car is currently in 2nd place, but you can see him closing down on the number 25 of Seth Cole, and that is indeed with 3 seconds a lap. That is big. He's gonna fly around that 25 car in just a couple of moments. I think it will be even this lap that he passed him. Look at that 40 car of Albert Wanderley though. Albert Wanderley is half a second faster than the number 12 car, so this is gonna be a very, very interesting deal. Seth Cole versus Kyle Martin versus Albert Wanderley, and Albert Wanderley is gonna be the first one to make a move. There down the inside of the number 12 car goes to 40, and Albert Wanderley will take over 2nd place. No, not yet, not yet. Here comes Kyle Martin back again on him, on her. Aileen South is currently gone, so I'm not sure where she has been. Maybe she has made a pit stop, so, or maybe she's retired as well. So that's good news. Now I'm still looking for our leader. There we go. Albert Wanderley once again to the inside of Kyle Martins. And there we go. Clean pass for the number 40 car. And now they will both go by the number 25 of Seth Cole. So Seth Cole pretty much is sitting duck over here. Number 36 is also on pit road. Is that a planned pit stop or not? That's the question. Anyway, we've seen a lead change over here. Now watch the number 12 car. He was slower the previous lap, but well, previous lap doesn't count because there was passing. So I'm wondering what happened to the 36 car. I'm going to look back a little bit. Was it planned? No, it was not planned. Wade Brummer also sees his engine go up in smoke. Man, we're gonna have 20 retirements after this race simply due to, well, drivers having mechanical issues. I'm so surprised that this track is so hard on these engines and materials. I'm really surprised by that. So Wade Brummer out of contention, out of this race due to this problem. So that's a shame for him. And Joseph where of course number 13 car, his teammate, well, he's doing a pretty good job, so that's good news. And still, I don't know why that number 86 car is on pit road. No, 87 car it is, of course. So things have shaken up a whole lot. There is Joseph Brummer trying to go by A.W. Myers, the number 67 car. And I'm looking slowly for our leaders. There's Chris Dahl on pit road. Here we got our leaders. So, currently, as my microphone is continuing to do stupid, we got Elba Wanley in the number 40 car in the lead, the Brazilian race car driver. Where his teammate, Gabriel Wanderley, of course. Gabriel Wanderley has had issues in this race. He is currently, as I'm looking for him, in 22nd position. So, well, could have been worse for seeing what he has had happen to him. Second place is for the number 12 car of Kyle Martins. So, also having a good run, getting past, and somebody spun over there. Somebody has gone around, so we're slowing this deal down. This is how I think is a good way to attack this. So, seeing how, let's take a look how far back this is gonna be. Was a spinner. Not sure how far back it was. I saw the 40 car once again. So at least it's one lap to go. There's 40 car once again. That's 2 laps. Maybe I'm just blind, I know. Whoa, that was Seth Cole. Well, if it takes too long, I'm not gonna show it. I'm not gonna look for what it was. I just saw some skid marks, so that way, yeah, fine. It's too far back. Yeah, there you can see skid marks, so you saw it again. Anyway, we got over here then in third place, not the 07 car. In third place, we got the number 25 car, Seth Cole, on a different strategy, which brought him the lead, but eventually took it away from him as well. I'm wondering how far he will fall back before he has to make another pit stop. I'm not sure if it is a good strategy, but well, we'll have to wait and see. Maybe it will work out, I don't know. Then we got the number 22 car currently in 4th position, but under full pressure from Denise Steiner, who is more than a second per lap faster than he is. So Blanky's currently in 4th. That means Denise Steiner are 5th, and 6th is Joseph Nessa, who is already being passed. There we got issues for RJ Bishop, who went around, and he did hit the wall, and it was off the front bumper of Rickett Kruger. So their contact made, and RJ Bishop will go onto the grass. So also this is a little bit Kyalami part, not too big of a hit, so I don't think it's too much damage for him. He is on pit road though. This is a little bit more damage. Cody Smart in number 46 car. It seems like he has gone off somewhere. Oh, that's big off. Together with Chris Dodd once again. Man, Chris Dodd, you're aggressive. Goodness gracious. Let's take another look at this. Contact made, number 1. Then he tries to go around the outside. This 48 car swings back again. And there they go onto that barrier, I should say. It's not really a barrier, it's sort of a wall. Look at that, that's pretty big. And then 48 car Cody Smart gets stuck. Another look at this from a different camera angle. Their contact, another contact made. There, at whammo. Yeah, that's a big one for Cody Smart. We'll go on board with him. And I'm actually afraid that this is gonna take him out to race even. So on board with Cody Smart. There's the 30 car for Chris Dodd. You can see him looking. And there Cody Smart will go onto where, yeah, and he's not able to continue from this. He is still on pit road though, so. There is Seth Cole in number 25 car on pit road, so yeah, damn it, microphone. So he's gonna really drop back pretty far. Yeah, I'm not sure if you've seen my update Philips Cup Series video. I repaired my microphone yesterday. However, as the 07 car is very fast, However, well, it did not really work out that well because it's still falling down. I don't know why. I even put another piece of duct tape on it just a few moments ago, but it doesn't seem to be working. I don't even know why. Well, maybe I've duct taped it too many times. That could be possible. So there's Chris Dot right behind Denise Steinauer. So if I were Denise, I would be a little bit more careful. Looking who's out of race. Number 36 car is also retired now. So Wade Brown with a header problem. That's what took him out of the race. This is not a battle for position. Chris Donnerton and Tommy Turbo. And there we got over here the one of Rita's Secret. Also, this is for position. She's currently in 7th position. So yeah, things are always changing at this racetrack. And it's fun concerning position. So suddenly we got John Arndt in 8th position. Marta Constantina is currently in 9th place, so that's also pretty striking. There Cody Smart goes racing again, that's impressive. And Joseph Brummer is in 10th position, so Joseph, your points leader, doing a great job over here. Not 100% sure where he finished at the Nordschleife. He finished in 13th position. I think he still did finish, so I gotta check, because I don't think there are that many drivers who have finished all the races so far, so pretty impressive. Also, that's something I should look for. Okay, I will do that. So 38 laps, well 37 laps of 132 complete, so well, that means you still have a long way to watch, so that's fun. And even though we almost got 1 hour in the books, so that's quite impressive. So yeah, of course, when you have 40, I think we're gonna have around 44 laps per hour. That will be exactly good. So Alba Wanley is back up front again, and she's flying around this racetrack at 122, pretty fast. But if you know that guys with new tires, for instance, let's look up Seth Cole, what his lap times are currently. Well, of course, this one doesn't count. Now Seth Cole, in number 25 car, he is currently in 19th position. At least he was in 19th position. I'm doubting if he is still. Yeah, he's 19th position. So Seth Cole, lap time of this lap, the first lap after his out lap, is 17.6. That is 3 seconds per lap faster than your leader. 20.2, well, almost 3 seconds, 2.5 seconds. That's what the difference is between a little bit older tires and new tires. I mean, we've seen these guys run 22 point something, so this race I think is gonna be mostly decided on how good are your tires. And that's something that these guys have to take note of. I mean, Chris Dodd, for instance, won 18.6. Yeah, that is indeed 2 seconds faster than Kyle Martins, even though he is a lap down. And has been in wars with 2 other drivers, and has, I think, been involved in the lap 1 incident as well. So he has some damage indeed, and still he is 2 seconds per lap faster than the guy who's running in 2nd place. Yeah, that's really impressive. Also, by the way, Denise Steinauer has taken over 3rd position, which is good for her. 4th is now the 17 car, and Blaine Keys indeed falling back a little bit. I think Joseph Ernesto has fallen back to their 6th position. Yeah, we see pit stops happen. It's so exciting how many drivers have a different pit stop strategy. I mean, nobody is on pit road except for the 87 car, who's been there for ages. But 17.5 for the Seth Cole, that's really impressive. Aiden Shepard, a 24.3. What? Yes, indeed, a 24.3. So Aiden Shepard, this has not really been his race. Somebody has gone through the gravel over here. And it's the 80 car, and it might be a problem for William Brock. Looking back at what happened to him. Yeah, I think it's a problem for him. Yeah, he's just seems like there's no pace on this car. And the reason he's gone through the grass is because, well, he held up Chris Donnerton there, so Chris Donnerton has lost the position. 1, maybe even 2. Yes, 2. Eventually he pushes the 80 car off track. So William Brock with issues, and he's coming on pit road indeed. What those issues are, we don't know. It could be mechanical, but it could also be as simple as a tire issue. So what were his lap times? 21.2. So I don't think he has been that long on his tires. There have been drivers who have been longer on tires. So left side's going on. There. Now right side's going on in a couple of moments as well. There. So I think that this is just sort of planned. And he runs away again. No, he's just stationary there. So, well, one driver with issues. By the way, if you're wondering, Aileen South has fallen back to 22nd position after an incidents, I should say. The incident with Wade Bremer was one of them. And you gotta wonder, Wade Bremer of course hit the wall. After that he retired due to a header problem. It's separate, 2 separate incidents, but maybe that incident with Aileen South had something to do with it. So at least one thing I know for sure, he's not gonna be happy with Aileen South. Also slow lap times for Devin Roberts, not a whole lot of pace in his car. So I'm not sure what this is. Well, we're seeing more and more drivers having issues with their cars. There's Joseph Nessa on pit road. Chris Dodd is also on pit road. And second place is on pit lane as well. So that's an early stop for Kyle Martins. At a 1:39, I think. I'm not sure if that was due to pit stop. Maybe he had some issues because... no, it was just plans. Just a planned pit stop. Not a planned pit stop because he is still on pit road. So he indeed did have some issues. But if I replay... oh damn it, that's too far back. That's really far back. It was at the beginning of the race. If I rewind, I don't see any cases of going off track. Did I? Oh, I did. Oh, it was the lap before that even. And it once again was Chris Dodd. Well, Chris, I'm sorry, but I really like you, but I think this is going to be a penalty for you. And it will be a probation penalty because this is the third driver you turn around. So Chris Dodd will definitely get a penalty. Warning was not enough, and he's getting another warning now. If he causes more incidents, it could already be a, well, it could be a long probation, I don't know, or a points penalty, of course it would be. So, well, I would say, mind it. Somebody on pit road, and that's Blaine Keyes in number 22 car. So Blaine Keyes out of the top 10 with his different strategy comes on pit lane. Now this is messy. Goodness gracious, this is really messy. But all these guys are really far behind, so that's also a big surprise that John Cittadino is that far behind. I had not expected that, so strategy not working out for him. This is still your leader, Elba Wanderley in number 40 car. So second then is number 77 car. How far back is she? 8 seconds. There she is, Denise Steinhauer. And even the 01 car is in third place. Because Cody Smart, of course, is many laps down to his after his excursion onto that wall. So John Arndt has fought his way to 4th position, while in 5th position is the number 17 car of Chris Donaldson. This car is also a lap down, so this really is a fun race concerning cars that are laps down. This at the moment is 6th place, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. Yeah, I think so. There comes Jane Pinter with a full head of steam. Look at his pace. Yeah, the pace of Martha Constantina is really off. And Sonny Cor's also making some moves, so it's really fun how these guys are passing. And I love this racetrack already. I'm surprised that we left here with the Phillips Cup Series, and I'm actually reconsidering putting this racetrack on instead of Monza. So, but of course, you gotta also, of course, think about it as well. On one hand, that race would be over now. Oh, we've seen so many passing already, so I'm voting for this racetrack to be on the Philips Cup Series, but we still have to do some more testing because there are other racetracks as well. I gotta say, I'm leaning more towards having more. Look at this! I mean, that number 40 car is your leader. Right behind him is somebody who's a lap down. He's running 5 seconds, 4.5 seconds faster per lap. Devin Roberts flying around this racetrack. He's just made a pit stop, so. Oh, well, Wanderley. Wow. And that, of course, makes you wonder, where's the number 12 car, by the way? He's still racing. He's still racing. Don't know where. Oh, contact between Elena South and the 30 car. There is your number 12 car of Kyle Martin. He is far, far behind. Yeah, this is all fun. This is really fun, all of it. So the problem I'm having a little bit here with Albert Wanderley is that she's much slower than the guys who are right behind her. Sooner or later, just due to the AI, they are gonna get aggressive. And this is the moment where that aggression comes forward. But luckily, Albert Wanderley moves far enough out of the way just to let those guys pass. Yeah, of course, it doesn't help much to battle these guys. Even though, of course, you never want to, well, let yourself be passed. But still, she's running so slow and she's coming on pit road. Albert Wanderley, your leader, comes on pit lane. There is the number 70 car. I think she should come on pit road soon as well. Otherwise, she's going to lose way too many positions. So yeah, we're going to skip through the complete top 10 in just a couple of moments. Just to see how things are currently. Also Megan Atkins on pit road and Denise Steinauer. And Megan Atkins is not planned. Albert Wanderley, we're gonna stay with her, but Megan Atkins, she has a crooked rear wing. She has damage on her car. That is not a planned pit stop. So Albert Wanderley with some changes made to her tires and she's gone again. So fantastic pit stop by her. And look at this. Who passed her again a few moments ago? Seth Cole. So she once again falls behind Seth Cole. And well, I'm not sure how far she has fallen back. But well, at least behind Debbie Myers as well. Jeffrey Finguy even. So that's interesting. Now, let's take a look back at what happened to the number 20 cars. Also Joseph Brummer and John Arndt are on pit road, so Megan Atkins. It happened already a little while back. So I have a feeling Debbie Myers. Yes, Debbie Myers indeed. So also too aggressive by the 30 car. Well, the lap times were pretty much the same, so it's not like she was really a lot faster. Like for instance Devin Roberts concerning the Albert Wanderley, but oh, that's big damage. Oh, is that a flip? Oh, that was almost a flip from Megan Atkins. I'm afraid that her race is over. She cannot continue her way, wrecked out of the race by Debbie Myers. And well, we've seen Debbie be aggressive multiple times, or more occasionally, so I'm not sure how this is gonna play out for her, at least from a different camera angle. Their contact mate and whammo onto the barrier. That's a great video for if somebody was recording that on that grandstand. So grandstands over there have had already pretty spectacular moments happening to them. In front of them, I should say. There Debbie Myers is. Contact. Ouch. Big one. That's a big one for Megan Atkins. So unfortunately, once again, after a good run, just like at the previous race, things are not going to go to plan for her, and she's still racing. That's impressive. How? I don't know. Well, this racetrack, by the way, also doesn't work with the pauses. Normally, when you crash out, and you cannot get it back to pit lane, you're just out. So, but well, we've seen many drivers have had problems stopped on the racetrack and being towed back. So it seems like this racetrack is capable of doing that. So that was indeed your leader. Denise Steinauer currently is your leader, and that is due to, well, Chris Darton has made a pit stop. I'm actually not sure if she still is your leader. It could be possible she has already made a pit stop. Yeah, she made a pit stop. So your leader indeed is the number 25 car. There he is. Seth Cole back up front again with in second place, the 40 car of Albert Wanderley. There is Megan Atkins running together with RJ Bishop, and how much faster is she? I don't know. Third place Joseph Nesta now in the number 62 car, so indeed he also has a different strategy, so he will come on pit road pretty soon as well together with the number 25 car. Fourth place is for Blankies, same story for him, a different strategy, but well, seems to be working. Fifth place is number 12 car of Kyle Martins, one of the leaders, and he had the same strategy as Albert Wanderley. Pitted a little bit earlier, but it seems like he had some issues, so he couldn't get that advantage to work. Sixth position then is for the number 17 car over here of Chris Dollarton, so having a great run. Seventh place is now currently Denise Steiner, but with the freshest tires, so sooner or later she's gonna go by that number 17 car, even though that 17 is also pretty fast. Eighth currently is Joseph Brummer in the number 13 car, having a great run, also different strategy. Just like this number 01 car, but it's up. No, that's the car into the wall, and that's Joshua Michaels. So Josh has gone into the wall. Quick replay over there. So, well, this happened so many times in this race, and this is probably gonna happen multiple times. Ow, that's a big hit. So that's Joshua Michaels, and he will probably come on pit road pretty soon as well. So back to this. Ninth position is for the 01 car of Rita Secret, with her teammate right behind her in 10th. So great run for both drivers. Rita Secret, by the way, is much slower than Marta Constantina. So now on to the next one. Then we got the 69 car, currently in 11th position, of Skylar Fleming. He has been in trouble before as well, as a sort of different strategy. Somebody we haven't talked about all day long is currently in 12th place. That's the 59 car of Zachary Fitzwater, and Zachary Fitzwater is having a quiet day indeed, but he is still there, and I wouldn't be surprised if he would be up front pretty soon as well. He did get a 11th place finish in the previous race. I'm not sure if he finished the race. I think he did finish the race indeed, but it was a little bit controversial. By the way, we did move those positions, like I said, at the Nordschleife, with people finishing being put down a lap. That's not correct. So we did change that around a little bit. So eventually the standings were 11th Zachary Fitzwater, 12th Max Claudel, who did not finish, 13th Joseph Brimmer, who did finish, and 14th then Cody Smart, and 15th Joseph Nessa. Both drivers did not finish. So that we switched that around. About the other things we haven't looked, so that was exactly the same as it would have been. So currently in 13th position is Son Course there in number 51 car. I still have to make this car for her in the Phillips Cup Series as well, but we'll probably work on that pretty soon. So having a good run, a quiet run, and she really needs a good one. She's currently 14th in points. Hasn't finished both the races so far this season, both previous races at Le Mans and the Nordschleife, but she did finish in the top 20 in both races. So as somebody else that has had issues over here, I'm not exactly sure who it was, but so having a good run. 14th is James Pinter, number 27 car. So James also having a pretty solid run in this race. Also has a sort of different strategy than a couple of guys in front of him. But I should stop saying has a different strategy, because I think everybody has a different strategy. So James Pinter, that is. Then Jeffrey Finguy, number 50 car, also gave me some tips on what I should improve. So once again, thank you very much for that, Jeffrey. Very respected race car driver. And from Finland, I believe, at least he is. And we might go to Finland in the Phillips Cup Series as well. I'm not sure who gave me that idea. It could be Jeffrey Finguy himself. It could have been John Ciudino or Joshua Michaels as well. I'm not sure exactly who gave me that idea. But somebody gave me the idea of a Finnish racetrack, and it was a very good racetrack. I really like how it looked. So, well, at least I haven't tested it, but it's in Finland, and it's being used in big series like the TM Master Cup Series, I think, as well. Sony Cup Series. possibly as well. I'm not 100% sure. So somebody made a pit stop, and that one is, I don't know who. We'll check in a couple of moments. Anyways, 16th currently, 15th now that would be, is Debbie Myers in number 67 car, also having a fairly good race, but of course she took out Megan Atkins, so she has to be a little bit more careful now with her run and her aggression. Then we got the number 52 car over here of Marty Johnson, somebody we haven't already talked about all day long, and I keep on forgetting his name as well. So very unknown driver still, not really making a name for himself as well, but now he is having a pretty good run, so I would encourage him to keep on doing what he's doing now. 17th currently is John Arndt, but he probably pitted. We saw him being up front in top 5 before as well, so after pit stop cycle will probably be soon up front in top 5 again. So having a good run, also in the Dascar Rally Championship, like a couple of other drives in this series as well. So it's great to have him in both series, and really like John Arndt being in multiple series, and I have a feeling he's going to be Phillips Cup Series driver as well. So number 19 car currently in 18th position, that is Nicole Trunovich, of course, the Phillips Cup Series season number 7 champ and multi-race winner. But so far the endurance races have not really gone her way. At Le Mans she finished outside of the top 30, and at the Nordschleife she finished, well, that was 6th place, so I should not have said that. 6th place is of course very good for her. So, and now once again she's running in top 20, so we'll see if she can keep it up there. Cody Smart is a letdown. Then we got the 44 car of Mitch Brett, somebody we also haven't talked a whole lot about. Of course, returning race car driver, has been away for a little bit of a while, but he is back and he is doing a great job in that number 44 car. And I'm still thinking about opening up that 44 Marlboro car for him as well in Phillips Cup Series. So of course he still needs to earn a spot, a reserve spot that is, but he is probably gonna be, well, at least he's in this race, so he has 2 more races to get something done. And he is in the Rally Series as well, and if he signs up for the Red Bull Knockout Series, he also has a pretty big chance, or he has a chance to get it to work as well. Now I'm starting to doubt, maybe he already had a spot. No, I don't think, no, okay. So, well, that's Mitch Brett's. That 87 car is still on pit road. It's currently 36 laps down. So 25 car has pitted, so Seth Cole that is. That means that the two cars currently in 20th position, and Greg that is, also was involved in the first lap incident, and he has been running a pretty invisible race. A winner last year or in the Martini Endurance Series season number 2 she was, so she definitely knows how to drive, but so far the results have not really shown for her, except for a 15th position finish at Le Mans, but of course that was pretty lucky as well. She did not finish in that race. At the Nordschleife she finished in 28th position, she's currently 20th in points, so still pretty decent. Who else do we have then? 54 car of Gabriel Wanley has been in trouble before in this race as well, so still doing pretty fine, and I'm also looking forward to seeing him in Phillips Cup Series, as Anna Gregg just got turned around by Seth Cole. So, well, just a simple spin, no harm, no foul, except for some time loss, but time is not the biggest issue on this racetrack. It seems like tires are even more important than time. Maybe she has destroyed a little bit of her tires now. So, who else shall we talk about? Shall we talk about the left cars in a couple of moments? Like everybody else from Elena's side onwards, and of course the 2 car. Currently, your leader indeed is this number 40 car. Where is she? There she is, Elba Wanderley, and that's a pretty big margin over 2nd place, Joseph Vanessa. So we're gonna get another quick break, ladies and gentlemen, just to get everything safe and sound. It's been a good race so far. A few drives out the race, and we've already discussed the top 20 and everybody else on the lead lap. So we'll continue on with the lap cars in just a couple of moments. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned. We'll be right back with the Martini Endurance Series race here at Kyalami. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here at Kyalami, where we are for the third race of the Martini Endurance Series, season number 3. So, one thing I have to start with is that yesterday, due to my computer crashing, that of course is the second time that I had something like that happen. So, therefore, I made a new rule that's going to be in account for the next race as well. If half of the race is completed and my computer crashes after that, then the standings are gonna be official. We're not gonna restart the race, and of course the most recent standings I can look up, so then I will check what the standings were, and then that is gonna be official. If it happens before that, so for instance if my computer would crash now, I would still have to redo the race. So that's just because I'm tired of, well, if my computer crashes and then I have to restart the whole race. Of course, when it's a Philips Cup Series race, it's not that big of an issue, but when it's a 3-hour race, then yeah, with half an hour to go, then the computer crashes, like we had at Le Mans in the Martini Endurance Series season number 2, which was sort of the Christmas specials as well. Well, then I was not really pleased, and then I also did not restart the race, so I think halfway through the race is also pretty well done. We'll look at the lap times, not necessarily the time, but the amount of laps. So, if lap number 66 is complete, then half of the race is complete, and the points will also be handed out then to everyone. Will just be full points. So that's one thing, and pretty much we're gonna skip through the top 10 quickly. Albert Wanley is your leader currently with, well, big margin over second place. Number 62 that is, and it's pretty busy over here with Joseph Nesto. Rick Kruger is there, also Anna Gregg. We see number 80 car of William Brock. Third place also number 22, that is Blaine Keys, so having another good run. Fourth place currently is Denise Steinauer. Fifth we got the 17 car, no, now it's the 13 car of Joseph Brummer. Sixth place is 17 of Chris Dollerton. 17th is, okay, so Kyle Martins has really fallen back pretty far. Rita Secrets in 8th. 9th we got Martha Constantina, and in 10th position is currently the 59 car indeed of Zachary Fitzwater. So that's your top 10. So indeed a lot of passing going on, a lot of craziness and action, especially in this group. However, this is not really all for position. Well, maybe this is. The 20, the 9 and the 80 car are all battling for position. They are a lap down, 2 laps down even. But indeed they are battling for position with somebody who's on the lead lap right in front of them. So, a lot of action. Still, we love it. Here's Rickard Kruger trying to get by Joseph Nesto. Yeah, Rickard Kruger is, or maybe the other way around. It could be possible as well. Joseph Nesto is running pretty slow, and Albert Wanley has really made up a big gap over second place. So I think her savior is that both Aileen Suiter and Kyle Martins, her biggest competitors, retired. Well, not retired, but fell away from the championship battle. What did I say? No, fell away from the battle for the lead. And I think that's the biggest savior for her. So, some other things we have to talk about, I don't know really. Yeah, some current news facts, because lately it has been a helicopter. I don't know if it's a helicopter or not. But lately there's been a lot of discussion and things going on between the police in the States and well, shootings and all that kind of stuff, and I'm not sure how everybody is looking for it, and I always have to be a little more careful. Something that really strikes me nowadays, it seems like, and of course there's no offense to you guys personally, this is just in general. Normally I have a feeling that people have a tendency to call everything that is not in their favor racist. So for instance, we have over here the Zwarte Piet deal. I'm not sure if you knew it, it's just a traditional party in the Netherlands every time around the 5th of December. Then Sinterklaas, that is the Dutch Santa Claus, comes by and gives presents to all kids, and he's helped by a couple of black beads, though they are, uh, they're made black, painted black, wear a costume, and it's all fun and stuff, and it's all for the kids. But suddenly a few years ago, 3 years ago, suddenly somebody said, well, that's racist. Why? Because it is a throwback to slavery. Oh, RJ Bishop goes into the wall. And I was just about to say somebody else burst that wall a few moments ago as well, so... Well, that's interesting. I'll continue my story in just a couple of moments. So there, RJ Bishop going into the wall, and I think the other driver who hit the wall was William Brock in the number 80 car. Ooh, and he did it together with Denise Steinhauer. Oh boy, Denise, you throw away a 4th position over here. Ooh, that's a big hit even. I think that both maybe have to come up pit road now, so... Yeah, that's not a smart move of 70. Very aggressive, so... There he is on pit road, and I'm actually waiting for the Denise Steinhauer to also come on pit road, but at least RJ Bishop is on pit road. So, coming back on my story, as I'm looking for some great battles. We got a great battle for 2nd place, and also a great battle over here, but great battle for 2nd place between the 62 and the 22. There we go. Coming back on my story, it's slavery. Well, I can tell you one thing, that nobody has ever thought about Black Pete being racist due to its throwback to slavery, so I don't know where they got it from, but out of nowhere everybody started screaming like, well, Black Pete is racist and racism and it should be abolished from the part, and the worst thing is that it's even getting abolished now. So I mean, what I'm talking about is a party for kids. So remember, it's just for kids. Nobody else really has a lot of interest in it, except for that the parents play it. So it's pretty much like Christmas. It's pretty similar with that, except for that there's more candy and stuff in there, and it goes on for 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks maybe even. And that is the 5th of December, so at the end of November and the beginning of December is the month for Sinterklaas. Currently, it is July. 1 month ago it is June, and then they were talking about it, that it was racist. I'm like, come on, give it a rest. I mean, every time I read something about Sinterklaas, it's only about Black Pete being racist. It's just stupid. And, well, they continue on, because every time something seems to be, every time somebody seems to be black and being used for something, they say it's racist. For instance, also something different, the Efteling, which is a Dutch party park. They say every time, as I'm also looking for battle, by the way. Here's a good one. No, here's a good one. They keep on saying that they said a few days ago that there was somebody named Hollebolle Gijs, which is pretty much like a big fat guy, and it's just a character. And then you have it says something like paper here, and then you have to throw your pieces of paper. You have to throw it in his mouth, and then he's happy and all that kind of stuff. It's just fun. And now they're saying that is racist. What is racist about it? I don't get it. When I read it, I'm like, are you serious? Are you seriously saying that this is racist? Oh, you're so stupid. And well, the good thing is, this time the Efteling said himself, well, this is just they said themselves as well, this is just a character. We're not gonna change things because 1 or 2 people say, well, that's racist. We're just gonna keep it the way it is, and you deal with it. Pretty much that's what they said. They said Snow White. Of course, not every stepmom is a evil witch, like in Snow White, and not every obesity person. What did it say? Oh yeah, not every person who has obesity eats paper. like, of course, Hollebolle Gijs. So, no, I was now that was a good thing. But every time I see now, also there we have some, of course, in the America that's been here active for a long while. I've seen a couple of passes that, well, black people tend to. It seems like officers shoot black people pretty quickly, and I gotta admit, there are many occasions when I think, well, there was no reason you should have shot them, and that is not only for black people, of course. Also, white people have been shot, which I think was unfair, and that's why, well, they're currently you guys in the Americas are like gun lovers for us, and well, I don't think that's very positive, and that's the view that you have in the rest of the world. But coming back on the police story, that also has a little bit over here in the Netherlands. Like, there are some black girls a few months ago, as the O1 car got turned around. Let's get another quick replay of this. Bang. So, just a slight hit, it's not a real big issue. The 80 car has also retired, so I do want to take a look at that before I continue my story about the black girls. And of course, once again, it's not meant racist anything. It's just, well, a little bit of criticism. And I think that's good to have that. Okay, so there's where he's retired. Well, it's already quite a while back. And probably was due to, yeah, it was due to the incident with Denise Steiner. So, indeed, that incident with Denise Steiner took William Brock out the race, that second in points. Yeah, that's gonna be I'm afraid it could have consequences for Denise Steiner. So, anyways, continuing my story, just so you also have to take a look at this. Is a pretty good battle. Anyways, what I wanted to say about those black girls, they were like misbehaving. They were shouting at the police. They were screaming at them, and they were, well, hitting them at one point. Then, as soon as one officer hit one of the black girls and arrested her, they said, "Well, you're racist, you cannot do that, that's racist, man." I'm like, it's not racist, it is how do you call it? Justice. It's not racist, it's just, if you don't behave, you'll get punished, and if you misbehave with a police officer next to you, if you threaten the police officer, if you call him names, you'll not get arrested. It doesn't matter if you are black, if you are white, if you are Asian, if you are whatever kind of person, if you're a woman even, it doesn't matter. If you threaten a police officer, if you call him names, if you attack him, you will get punished, and you will have to deal with it yourself. So, that said, that's also something I think in the States also counts a little bit. I mean, a black person that has been shot, he's not shot because he's black. He's shot because he misbehaved and he threatened the police officer. They saw him as a threat, and that is why he was shot. Not because he was black. So I think that they're over-exaggerating the racist deal, and because, for instance, there was been a white boy shot as well, just a few days ago, who was laying on the ground. Now, my point is, I'm not, of course, encouraging what the black people did to the officers, but I do think that you guys, Americans, have a little bit of a gun problem. Not only with police, but also in general. But police, how you look at, every time I see a video over here in the Netherlands of somebody misbehaving a little bit, and then the police arresting him, and or hitting him down, smacking him to the ground. With every one of that video, I said if this was in America, he would have been shot already dead. Yeah, and that's how we look in the Netherlands look at American cops. They're loving shooting, and just too much. They shoot way too fast, in my opinion. If something happens, there's also a possibility of just talking or just using physical violence to get that person arrested. It doesn't necessarily have to be a gunshot where a person has to be well, shot to death. For instance, a few days ago, somebody got shot in the car while he was trying to show his driver's license. Officers asked him to show his driver's license. He grabbed for his driver's license, and they thought he was grabbing for a gun, and they shot him dead. That's unacceptable, in my opinion. It does have something to do with gun control a little bit, and I know and it's always dangerous for me to say because there are quite some. Oh, we have, by the way, a little bit of a difficult thing over here. Sorry about that. This last thing I'll say, I'll make it pretty quickly, but I think Americans do have a little bit of a problem with gun control. And in the Netherlands, there have been so many shootings in the States, and people say, well, it's not due to the gun control, as by the way, the 40 car has been passed. I'm not sure if that was the proposition, but I think Albert Wanley will have to come on pit road pretty soon again. As we're, by the way, halfway through this race, so... Are we still live? Yes, we're still live. I'm going to show this pretty quickly just so... There we go. Anyways, I don't know why I did that, but... Oh, whatever. Anyways, people say, well, though all the shootings is not the problem of gun control. Honestly, it is. I mean, if you look at how many shootings there are in the Netherlands, in any other country in Europe, it's so much less than in the United States. Simply because having a gun over here is most of the times not allowed. And only, for instance, man, Albert Wanley is really slow, by the way. She will get passed pretty soon by the 13 car. But overall, when you, for instance, if I would get a gun, I don't think that's possible. Of course, police officers do have a gun, and some others as well, and some get guns illegally. But I would not be able to get a gun over here, and that's a completely different story in the US. And also, people say, well, ISIS is the reason that there are so many terrorist attacks in the States with ISIS is not because of gun control, but because of ISIS. Well, that's not also completely true, because I've heard somebody from ISIS said himself, it is so easy to get a gun in the States, you don't have to do anything for it. There's no background check or anything. You just go to a shop, you buy a gun, and there you have a gun, and you commit a terrorist crime in just a couple of days, you shoot 20 people. It's easier said than done. It's so easy done. It's easier done than said, maybe even. So I do think that there is a little bit of a gun issue in the States, and it's just simply because it does. I'm not saying that you should abolish guns in the US, but I'm saying that background checks should be more active. They should check more about the background of somebody, if he should have a gun or not. So, well, that is my opinion on it, and well, I will, of course, would like to hear your opinion if you have any, and otherwise, well, if you don't, of course, it's dangerous for me to say, and I realize that as well, because I'm talking about Americans and a little bit one of their flaws. For instance, Donald Trump is another flaw. I'm not even gonna go there. And of course, the other one is Iron Air. And that is something I do want to talk about a little bit. It's something that just popped in my head. Yesterday I read an article, so just as a flashback, the Islamic State of Iran has recently lifted, or got one of his sanctions lifted. That means that they got a lot of money, and they could buy airplanes again from both Airbus and Boeing. So which were very, very necessary, because they're still flying with the oldest airplanes in the world. So good thing. I really like that they already closed the deal, or they already made a deal with what was it? Airbus for 118 Airbuses, including some A380s, A350s, and some other big airplanes. As we had another spinner over here. I think it was the O1 car. Yes, quickly shown. There we go. Blaine Keys was. Oh, and the 71 car as well. See, he just got sandwiched. Read the secret, by the way. It's she, that is. So, it's an incident. Anyway, coming back on my Iran Air story. So, they already ordered some planes from Airbus. They were close to the deal with Boeing. They just need permission from the U.S. government, and guess what? They denied that permission. They made some amendments which said that that Iran Air could not buy any planes from not only Boeing but also any American manufactured part. That means that also Airbus, who gets 10% of their parts, would not be able to get Iran Air the planes, because those parts would be illegal. It would be illegal for Airbus to get those parts for planes, which are for Iran Air. Bullshit. I mean, the reason they gave was because they were afraid that those planes were gonna be used for terrorist activities. Passenger planes used for terrorist activities. Are you kidding me? And of course, you gotta say, of course, that it's also something that happened to with 9/11. I know that, but they're passenger planes. I mean, that was a completely different story, because that was, first off, it weren't Iranians who did that. There were people from Saudi Arabia. That's one thing. Second thing is that, as we're showing, by the way, this replay of RJ Bishop getting spun around there by the 43 car, and he went for a really, really long slide. Once again hit the wall, whammo. So those planes used in 9/11 were two planes, but I think both were from American Airlines. Those are American stationary planes. Who the hell says that Iran Air wants to fly to the US? Those planes are probably not even gonna come there in the US at all, so they're no threat at all to any high buildings in the US. So I don't get it. Terrorist activity. They're not military planes. They're civil airplanes, just used for passenger transport. Of course, we're missing a lot of the race. I'm sorry about it. If you're not interested, just watch the race or mute me. That's also fine. But they're passenger planes. I really don't get it. And the biggest problem I have. Okay, I think, well, okay, you think they're gonna be used for terrorist activities. Fine. If you're afraid that somebody is gonna fly one of those planes into a building, which I think is very unlikely, because Iranians aren't that bad at all, as their Seth Cole almost gets turned around. Well, that's fine. Then don't let Iran Air fly to America. But while denying Boeing from getting a $25 billion deal, and also blocking Airbus from getting planes. Airbus is not even American, so they're from France. America doesn't have anything to do with Airbus, except for that some parts, 10% of those parts come from the US, and you're all denying that for the sake of terrorist activities, which are probably not gonna come because they're freaking civilian airplanes. And yes, of course, you're then going to give airplanes to Israel, who has also had a lot of issues with I don't know what. But no, Israel is flying with airplanes as well. And the other thing I'm thinking about, okay, so America, you're denying Iran from getting airplanes. Because you think, well, you're afraid that they're going to use it for terrorist activities. As the 40 car is on pit road, that's your leader. But meanwhile, it's not like Iran Air doesn't have any planes. They have already planes. Even a couple of Boeing 747s. And planes which could go to the US as well. Of course, they're not allowed to do that. They're not doing that either. But they already have planes. So pretty much you're saying, well, I don't want you to get planes because I'm afraid to use it. But you already have planes, so they could use it anyways. They could do, if they really want to do those terrorist activities, they could do it easily. So that's, in my opinion, it's a really stupid move of the American government. To be honest, it's not one of the it's one of the many flaws or stupid moves I've seen them do lately. But in my opinion, and of course no offense to all you Americans, I think that America is a little bit of a mess right now. And well, not only because of the shootings and the police things and the elections coming up, but I'm afraid that America is going to destroy a big part of both themselves and of the rest of the world. So yeah, that's a little bit of my concern, especially when Mr. Donald Trump comes to power, and I really hope that that's not going to happen. I know there are a couple of supporters probably of Donald Trump, but I don't know. I'm somebody who is really smart, who I've seen talk a lot about things. Is I'm not sure how his name is, but he is also one of those persons like I don't know. It was somebody I talked about, and he had really made some good points. So I think he's a really good person, and he says exactly as I say, and as I think. So yeah, get your shit together, America. So, well, now it's finally time to get back to the race. Sorry about that long speech. I just really want to get my opinion lost, and of course, a 3-hour race is perfect to do that. 1 hour and 41 minutes are done. 74 laps or 73 laps are completed. That means we're across halfway of the race, and well, basically everything you've missed is just a couple of spins indeed, which I will actually shown you, and some pit stops. Currently the 40 car is in 7th position, but nobody else in front of her has pitted yet, so this is a battle for 3rd place, and that is a good battle, I gotta say. For 3rd, 4th and 5th, and now of course 6th as well there, Jane Pinter, and then 7th is here as well. There is 8th, and well, there's 9th and 10th. So for some reason everybody starts to getting together again, so it's cool. Grab my coffee. So currently your leader is Joseph Nesta, but he's running lap times of 1:24. That's not even too bad. Well, John Arndt right behind him is much faster though, so I would, if I were John, that was very close, and that's why I wanted to say, if I were Joseph Nesta, I would just let him go. Just let him go by, in spots where you're not gonna lose a whole lot of time, but he gets by safely. And look at the 4 car flying. Also goes by number 12 car, who is, well, starting to have a pretty terrible race now. So that is first. Second place is this driver, and then of course 3rd is the battle over. We're gonna focus on this battle. Sonic Horse having a good run together with Martha Constantina, Chris Dollarton and Jane Pinter. That's all a little part of this group. So I know I haven't really talked about everybody else who was a lap down. I think things have shaken up quite a bit now. So, well, you've already seen who has had issues and who has not. So it's still quite surprising that some drivers are just, it's just so much, there's so much passing going on in this race. So it's pretty cool. There you go, Sonic Horse by number 3 car, and that is a left car and a much slower car actually as well. So, well, gotta say, Martha Constant, looking at lap times, Sonic Horse 19.2. Oh, Cody Smart was on pit road. 19.4. 19.6, 19.4, 17.5. Well, Elba Wanley of course has the fresh tires of all. I think she will soon be able to get by all those drivers. Well, of course, not only because they still have to make a pit stop, but because she's also much faster than they are. Of course, where I'm now going to... Oh, whoa, Chris Dodd has gone off track. Damn it, I just missed it. So he got turned around by the 17 car there. Bang, that's a pretty good lick for his right side. No, was it? Yeah, left side. So a little bit of damage to his car, and that immediately has caused the 17 car to almost get turned around by Elba Wanley, of course, who is much faster. So, well, Chris Darton currently has not lost a spot yet, but he has lost time. At least the 51 and 21 car have ran away from him. Now this 27 car might be getting by him as well as 40 car. Of course, 40 is much faster. It's pretty obvious. 27 car, I'm not 100% sure if he will be able to do it, to pull it off. So here's 8th, and then we got 9th and 10th. So it means somebody else has made a pit stop, I think. So I'm not 100% sure who it was. What's up? But we have some great battles over here. Big gap. Well, some gaps are starting to get a little bit bigger and bigger. I really am curious. Of course, you gotta wonder. Of course, pit strategy. Albert Wanley currently has the fastest car on the racetrack, and if complete pit cycle, or if the pit cycle completely completes, then she's gonna be up front again because she was the leader. The point is, as she makes a big move on a 51 car, that's a good move. The point is, when the finish flag, when the checkered flag falls, have we already completed a full cycle of pit stops, or then are we still people who have made one stop or less than, for instance, Albert Wanley? That is the point, and that is what I think Albert Wanley is a little bit afraid of, and what she should really plan on this in her strategy. As by the way, in one lap she has passed 4 drivers, so very impressive. And look at her lap time now. Whammo, 18.0, 2 seconds faster than Martha Constantina, 3 seconds faster than Son, of course, 2 seconds faster than Chris Dollerton and Jane Pinter. So great, impressive run by Albert Wanley. She's really impressing. Actually, to be honest, much more than her teammate currently is. And she's 37th in points. So remember, the winner of this race gets a reserve spot for the Philips Cup Series season number 9. It doesn't matter how good you were at those other races, it doesn't matter where you are in points. If you win this race, you have a reserve spot. And I hopefully will have a new microphone pretty soon as well. So, that's close. That's pretty close. So there's your leader indeed. And second place, yeah. I mean, Blaine Keys is currently 10 seconds behind Joseph Ernesto. I gotta say, Joseph running lap times of 21.2. Yeah. 21.0 for Blaine Keys. That's also not too fast, especially when you got somebody who's running 3 seconds per lap faster right behind you. Looking at the Gibbs, here we go. It was 9.85, now it is 9.46, so yes, he is faster. However, Albert Wanley, 18.84, suddenly became 14.77. That is 4 seconds faster in one single lap. That's impressive. That really is impressive. So there Cody Smart goes by Megan Atkins. Both have had issues, and I think that's actually for position. That's a dive bomb move on Denise Steinauer. And I'm thinking about Denise Steinauer turning around William Brock, so nothing has nothing to do with Cody Smart. There we got some rear end of the field and of the top 10, I mean. So are there people we haven't really talked about yet? I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to look for them. So starting with the leader there, Joseph Ernesto. Arthur Bishop has had a couple of issues, man. He has been spun around quite a lot of times. Then Kyle Martins, yeah. I think this will count as a little bit of a disappointment for him. Starting on pole, being up front for quite a lot of times, and eventually he is currently scored as Joseph Ernesto is on pit road. So Kyle Martins currently scored in, what was it, 22nd position or something? No, 19th position. So Joseph Ernesto on pit road, waiting for the leaders to get by. That was already some course there. Oh, Blaine Keys is also on pit road. That means Albert Wanley up front. Whammo. I love these cars. I really love these cars. I gotta say, it would be good if we would have seen some more modern models as well for in our 2003. I'm thinking myself about, well, of course I thought about making a mod, and if I would be able to if I would have the skills to do that, I would definitely do it. One, I was thinking about making a Vision Championship. I'm not sure if you know what I mean, but there are a couple of cars which are pretty similar, which have been released lately, which includes, for instance, a Infiniti Q80 Vision, I think. Go look it up. Also that new Buick Aventa, I'm not 100% sure, but it's like a car which has a real big front end, and then the cockpit a little bit more towards the back, and then also a very smooth line. Also, what else did we see? There was a Mercedes who is a little bit similar to that. There was another Japanese manufacturer. I think Mazda has a new one, Mazda Vision concept, and I think to make a championship which has those cars, that would be very, very awesome in my opinion. Well, of course, yeah, I'm not really good at modeling, and it would also be cool to make one model, just so that you just, like in the Philips Cup series, you slap on the parts from different manufacturers on there, so you can also have an option of having more than 4 manufacturers. So, and I'm also still waiting for a new Le Mans kind of endurance racing mod. I'm surprised nobody has even made a Rolex mod, like not with Rolex cars. The Chevy currently used in there, the Riley of course, then maybe the Ford as well, or the Hondas, the Legers. I'm surprised nobody has even done that. I'm really surprised by that. Shame. Could be a great replacement for this mod, even though I still love this mod, and we're gonna use it for the next Martini Endurance Series as well. 71 car pulls in Logan Claudel, somebody we also haven't really talked about a whole lot. But currently your leader is Alba Wanley in number 40 car. We're gonna get another break in just a couple of moments, so ladies and gentlemen, after Alba Wanley has passed at number 25 car of Seth Cole, she is by far, the 33 car has retired. I'm gonna check pretty quickly what happened to Mr. Michaels. Well, he retired already quite a long time ago. What was the reason it said? I'm not sure if it was due to an incident or not. Checking, he not gonna come on pit road. There comes the, oh boy. There comes this 12. Yes, indeed. There he goes. Okay. I was waiting for that to happen. Points leader Joseph Brummer turns around Josh Michaels, and Josh goes pretty hard in the wall. Actually, I think we have even seen this incident. I'm not 100% sure though, but well, he's out the race. That's one thing I do know for sure. So yeah, we've seen that already. Never mind. Not paying attention, sorry about that. Anyways, we got our leader somewhere. Cannot find her, and I found her. There we go. Alba Wanderley back up front again with some, of course, is second place. That's, well, of course she hasn't pitted yet, together with the 27 and the 17 car and the 52 and the 19. So very different strategies used by everyone, and that makes this race very exciting. We're gonna get to the next part in just a couple of moments, so stay tuned for the Martini Endurance Series Season 3 race here at Kyalami, South Africa. And there we are back again, ladies and gentlemen, here with the Martini Endurance Series Season number 3 race at Kyalami, South Africa. So far, it has been a great race. Luckily, not that many retirements as we had at the previous 2 races at Le Mans and at the Noordschleife. We did have a couple of spins, a couple of incidents, a couple of cars hitting the wall, going over, well, not going over the guardrail, but going up on top of those banking things. We have a couple of cars retired. Those drivers are Joshua Michaels and number 33, the 80 car of William Brock, who is indeed second in points, so that has big consequences for his championship. 36 of Wade Brummer due to a header problem. The 98 car of Henry Williams after being up front for a while. The 87 car Benoit Leclerc is not out to race yet, but he has been on pit road for 68 laps, so I'm not gonna see him back again racing anymore, I think. The 70 car Palathinos after, well, karma struck her. And the 85 of Gideon Giggers and the number 1 of Max Claudel, and not of Reed the Secret, by the way. So that means we have 34 cars still running, of which there are plenty a lap down. Only 18 drivers are on the lead lap, so this is your leader, Alba Wanderley, in that number 40 car, and she has been by far the strongest car today. But I think pit strategy could be the one who bites her. I'm not 100% sure how things are gonna play out for her. Maybe everything is gonna play out perfectly for her, but yeah, she is one of the only ones who has a different strategy. Well, actually everybody has a different strategy, so I think this race is gonna be won by both strategy and by tire wear. So who can be the cleanest with their tires. So that's the leader. Second place, as we got somebody coming off pit road. Second place is somebody coming on pit road. Jane Pinter currently in the number 27 car. And yes, indeed, he's running very, very slow lap times, 23.2. That is way off the pace. And well, there you can see third place coming up right behind him, 23.2. And there's a 19.5. So Joseph Verma is gonna take over second place in just a couple of moments. We'll stay with them pretty shortly. Oh, by the way, Joseph Nesto has taken over second place. Never mind. So, whoa, off the blow, there goes Jane Pinter into the wall. Jane Pinter smoking, and race is over for Pony Motorsports driver Jane Pinter. Oh man, what happened over there? Was there contact or did he just lose? I thought he lost himself, but maybe there was a bit of contact. Oh, there was a bit of contact. Yeah, there definitely was contact. So Joseph Bremer also has to look out, because he has been involved in a different incident as well, together with Joshua Michaels, which took Joshua Michaels out. So I guess Joseph Bremer has something against Dascar presidents. Jane Pinter and Joshua Michaels both knocked out of race by him. Here you can clearly see. Yeah, that was a push. Yeah, that was definitely a shove from Joseph Bremer. So yeah, be careful, Joseph, because that could be a probation penalty for you, or of course a points penalty is also possible. We're not 100% sure yet. For Philips Cup Series, we're also gonna adjust the points penalty, or the penalties for next season, which will be points penalties as well. So just so you know. So that is Jane Pinter, who's gonna be the next retirement, I think, I'm afraid. There, once again, your lead now. Second place is there. Third place is Joseph Bremer. Fourth place, actually, time penalties. That's also an idea, but I'm not gonna do it for now. I will not change the deal with how we do it for Philips Cup Series next season. We'll not change that now. Anyways, fourth position is now for the number 22 car of Blaine Keys, who has been quietly sneaking to in the top 5 car as well, or top 5 as well. So, well, different strategy. He's, I think, on pretty much the same strategy as Joseph Ernesto, and it's working pretty well for him. It's working so far pretty well for him. So currently in 5th is this driver, Martha Constantina, slowly but surely working her way up in the top 10. And even top 5 now, so impressive run for her. And then currently, as we got a big scrum of cars, these cars are not, well, this driver is in 6th place, Jeffrey Finguy. So bad luck Jeffrey is starting to turn into a good luck Jeffrey. The Finn is back again with some good runs, and he is currently in 6th place, so that's good. 7th is now the 59 car of Zachary Fishwater, the Australian, also having a pretty good run in his Tequila Patron. Jack, it's a Jack. So having a good run, and well, pretty impressed by that. So, but also he has a different pit strategy, so we'll have to see how that strategy will play out for him. Currently in 8th place is this number 17 car of Chris Dollarton, who's finally having a good race. So unfortunately Megan Atkins got turned around after also being in the top 10 for a long time. So now he has to hold up the honor of his team up high. So 8th place for him, that's good. Oh, saved it. Then 9th place is for the number 77 car of Denise Steiner, who also has a little bit of a stripe, because she took out the number 80 car of William Brock. So 10th place is currently the number 69 car. There, Skylar Fleming is also a pretty, well, quiet race for him. He was involved in an incident earlier in the race, but he has been quiet for the rest of the race, just minding his own business, and he's now in 10th. So that's good news for him. Great run. So as we skim through the field, Sander Kors is in 11th there. 12th is Marty Johnson there. He is 13th. We got Nicole Chernovich, and 14th is Miss Brett. So we got a great battle over here. 15th is Debbie Myers. There she is. 16th is Seth Cole. He's just been put down on lap. 17th is Rita Secret there. 18th is the number 4 of John Arndt, with 19th right behind him. Sorry, that is Anna Gregg. And 20th position is the number 95 car of Rick Kruger, so also, well, having a moi race. 21st is there, 54 car of Gabriel Wanderley. At least his teammate is doing much better. That was close. 22nd is over here, the 07 of Manuel Harden. Somebody we also haven't talked a whole lot about. Also had some issues quite early. Then 23rd we got the 43 car of Devin Roberts. Also having a pretty sweet race. Jane Pinter has retired with a valve problem, unfortunately. So the Brit, no Brexit for him. I mean, you keep on getting those Brexit jokes. At some point, I'm just going to get tired of it. But the best Brexit joke was when England got knocked out of the European Football Championship by, I'm not even sure. I think it was Iceland. Yeah, I think Iceland has beaten Britain, or England I should say, not Britain, England with 2-1, so it was awesome. I love Iceland. So 24th, Aiden Shepard in number 60 car with 25th position. Ooh, look at the aggressive move from the 25. Yeah, this of course is a battle, so 3 cars battling hard. 25th I'm looking for is now the 12 car there of Kyle Martins. That's a disappointing run for him. He's continuing to drop more and more backwards. Actually, as we speak, he has just been overtaken by John Ciudadino. So John is in 25th and Kyle in 26th. So John Ciudadino also having a disappointing run. And he was up in top 10 early, but he fell back pretty rapidly. And got turned around at one point, and I think, well, not a good run for John Ciudadino. So that's close. That was really close. So Kyle Martins seems to be the faster one, but he got passed by John Ciudadino. So, oh, now he passes him on the outside. Great move by Kyle Martins. Shows how good of a race car driver he actually is. Passing John Ciudadino on the outside. So that's 25th, 26th. 27th is Elena Suit, who started off fantastic, but I think she killed her own race by turning around, causing incidents. She's really slow now. She really is slow. I'm wondering if she had an incident. She did with Cody Smart. So now she's the one that gets turned around. Cody Smart in the number 48 car turns around Alien Sight, and that will take out both drivers. So, it's a tough one. There comes John Ciudadino by. Luckily both continue their way. I still have to sneeze. Sorry. Where were we? Well, there Alien Sight comes on pit road, so that means that Cody Smart currently in 27th position. 28th will soon be Arthur Bishop in 06. There he is, 29th. Will then be Alien Sight, I don't know. And 71 car is up next there. He is Logan Claudel. Teammate has been out early and he has had a terrible race as well, so not a good race for him, unfortunately, for his team. And I still have to sneeze. Damn it. So warm in here. And the summer is starting. It's good news. I really want to go to France right now, where it's 30 degrees. And my nose is starting to itch. I'm not sure if this is hay fever. I don't think so. But my nose definitely not being very relaxed. So, anyways, we got currently still Albert Wanderley of France. There. 10 seconds behind is John Ciudadino. So, no, Joseph Ness, sorry. So that means we have seen some pit stops. Yeah, and the 22 car is currently running in 3rd place. So Blaine Keys, I told you, same strategy as the 62 car, but well, it's working out pretty well for him. So I'm wondering if they can keep it up till the end. We also have to keep an eye on time. I'm not sure how long every sequence is. Also interesting, fastest lap time, 1:16.8 by Albert Wanderley. That's incredibly fast. But look at the other times. Joseph Brummer, yeah, okay, he's in the top 10. But Devin Roberts outside of the top 10. Mitch Brett's just inside the top 20. Zachary Fitzwater goes up and down all the time. Eline Suiten is pretty far behind. Joseph Onesto has a different strategy. Aiden Shepard is now also pretty far behind. He was up front though. Denise Steinauer. Yeah, and of course 69 Skylar Fleming. So that's pretty interesting. It really is warm here. So that means we have around 53 minutes to go. We have, let's calculate, 32 plus 8 laps to go. Means we have around 40 laps still to go. So we're starting to get more and more towards the end of the race. And then pit stop strategy is really going to come into play. Who will have to pit when and how will the tires be? Looking at this, ooh, Albert Wanley, look out, Seth Cole. 23.5 for Albert Wanley. She's running slow lap times. And with slow, I mean really slow. Joseph Ernesto is 2 seconds per lap faster and he's closing rapidly. Joseph Ernesto is closing rapidly on that number 40 car of Albert Wanley. However, if she pits now, I think she can make it on one more pit stop. Joseph Ernesto, I'm not 100% sure. So, looking at other drivers who have pitted. Oh, this is the great battle. I'm not even sure if it's for all for position. No, 2 and 4 are battling for position, but oh god damn it. So here we got some more cars on pit roads. Joseph Brummer, there, 59 car of Zachary Fitzwater as well, and I think these guys will be able to make it with one more pit stop. Jeffrey Finguy also on pit road. Maybe I should write it down, but I don't have any pieces of paper. Why do I never have paper? I don't know. Well, we'll just... I don't know. I seriously don't know. We're just gonna make it be a surprise for us. Let's do that. Elba Wanley comes on pit road finally after having lost so much time that she's now already passed by Joseph Nesto. She will fall pretty far back, I think. But of course, it doesn't matter. I think she can make it on one more pit stop. I think she will be able to make it on one more pit stop. This is, I think, her 4th pit stop. They always make approximately 2 pit stops per hour. After around between 20 and 35 minutes, they make a pit stop. So there comes Cody Smart in as well. Debbie Mars going again. And Albert Wanley gets her tires on. There she goes. There she goes. Where will she end up? There's on the course who is currently in 6th position. Now 5th it would mean. And that's 7th, 8th, 9th, I think. And she comes right in the battle. Oh, look out! And we got 2 cars in the wall. And that is Mari Johnson and Denise Steinauer out of this race due to Elba Wanley coming up the racetrack. Who are you going to blame this on? I don't know. Elba Wanley, looking at the helicopter view, and she had the inside. I don't know. Yeah, I think Marty Johnson did it himself. He just ran into the back of the 40 car and then eventually, well, both moved up the racetrack. Denise Steinauer then tried to turn for the turn. But that did not happen. That did not work out. So, unfortunately, it's out for both Denise Steinauer and Marty Johnson. But look at how lucky that 40 car was. Elba Wanderley almost got into the wall over there. Almost it was race over for her. Luckily for her, she did make it. But Marty Johnson and Denise Steinauer were doing a fantastic job in the top 10. But for them, the race is over, unfortunately. So, that's not going to be a good result for them. Unfortunately, it's done. And I gotta say, well, they were pretty close together. Actually, Marty Johnson made a pass on Denise Steinauer. It could be possible that it was just a little bit of panic, like, oh my goodness, I have to get through 2 cars, and while I'm past the other one, while I pass one, I do want to pass the other one as well, because that's slowing me down, otherwise I'm going to lose positions. I don't know. I really don't know. And I still, don't get me wrong, I don't know if I should blame Marty Johnson on this. He did run into the back of Albert Wanley, that's one thing. I don't know. I think we could qualify this more as a racing incident, so Elba Wannerly in number 40 car is not anymore your leader. She's currently in 9th position, currently in 8th position because she's just passed the 69 car. This is 7th, 6th. So Mitch Brett has gone by Nicole Tranowicz. 5th this is on the course, moving up. 4th is, well, long train of cars. Look at the damage that Tommy Turbo has. Oh, that was a close call. Tommy Turbo also has been in issues probably in this turn. No, not. Oh, and oh, we got our first roll of the race. And it was for Tommy Turbo, but the biggest consequences I think is gonna have is for Martha Constantina. Because she was running in 3rd position and she is done. Martha Constantina gets turned around. Tommy Turbo then runs into her. Exactly the same thing as what happened to between Cody Smart and teammate of Tommy Turbo, Chris Dodd. But the point is that there Tommy Turbo has gone over. Look at this car just tumble over. That's a big deal. The 21 car does continue her way. Now that's a drop. Oh, she's not even gonna drop. She's gonna get stuck over there. I have a feeling that Martha Constantina will be able to continue her way, but she's gonna lose a ton of time, and her, well, chance for a good result is definitely over. So, Tommy Turbo, the first flipper of this race. Well, can you believe that after, what is it, 2 hours and 11 minutes, the first flip of the race. At this point in the Nordschleife race, we already had 12 flips or something. Flip number 19 of the season. Believe it or not, of those 19 flips, 16 came at the Nordschleife. So yeah, that was a really crazy one. But Tommy Turbo being the first flipper of today, and I'm not sure how this is gonna play out for him, but I'm afraid it's gonna have big consequences for his race. I don't really see him continuing from this, but of course I had the same thing with other drivers as well. So, well, yeah, that's a tough break for Mr. Turbo. And let's see, he has retired. So Tommy Turbo unfortunately out of the race. Now Martha Constantina is right there. It could be possible that she's gonna continue her way, but at least the 7752 car have also retired, by the way. Number 9 car is out the race, and well, believe it or not, Tommy Turbo is still behind Denise Steinauer and the 52. Oh, Martha Constantina has also retired, so that's also out the race for the number 21 car. So the second Greek driver to be out the race. So that's a tough break for them. Martha Constantina currently 6th in points. She has had 2 really good races. She finished 3rd place at Le Mans. She finished 16th at the Nordschleife, which of course she did not finish, but still pretty good. So her Fussy car has been pretty good this season, but unfortunately it's game over. Joseph Onesto, I'm not sure where Joseph is currently. There he is. Okay, Joseph Onesto and on pit road. So he continues his way. Leader currently is Blaine Keys. The battle for whatever position is right here. Look at this. Elba Wannerly is in serious traffic, and she is being held up by a couple of lapped cars, so that's not good. This is currently 2nd place. Oh, that's close. Look out. And 3rd would then be number 44 car. Yes, indeed. 4th is Elba Wannerly. So Elba Wannerly is currently in 4th position. Having a good race, but she still has to battle with some lapped cars. Now, I would just advise her not to turn somebody around. Even though you get, well, seriously held up. It's not the way to go, I think. Because you could damage your own race in that as well. Nicole Tranowicz currently in 5th place. Not in 6th, but in 5th. So, also having a pretty good run. Yeah, I still have to get used to seeing Nicole Tranowicz not in the 17 car, but in the 19. Now Elba Wannerly is running pretty slow lap time. Seth Cole is really fast, and Seth Cole is putting a move on Elba Wannerly. However, Elba Wannerly this time, she still has the speed because she has the fastest tires, but she's getting held up there. Mitch Bretz goes for a big block, trying to keep a 2nd place. There's also Blaine Keys on pit road. So Blaine Keys in that number 22 car has gone on pit road. Not sure when. There he is. Okay. So Mr. Keys has made a pit stop. Damage Reds get passed by both. Well, Chris Dalton was already front, so Albert Wanley moving up to second place now. And Chris Dollerton still up front. Having a great race, Chris Dollerton, and I'm happy for him. But now he has to let by that 40 car, so oh, that's close. Elba Wanley is back up front again in lap number 100. She's gonna lead that lap, so well, shame for Chris Dollerton, but that's a close call. I think Chris Dollerton would already be happy. Of course, it could be good for him just to mind his own strategy, just mind his own pace. And I think he should pit now. Either now or the next lap, but very, very soon he should come on pit road. Yeah, this is not possible to come on pit road this lap, so he will have to wait. Also the 13 car is there. That is also for position, so... And look at the 19 and the 62 car both coming. That's 5th and 6th as well, so... More cars making for position. There goes the 13 car. Chris Dollerton is going backwards rapidly. He pitted too late. He pitted multiple laps too late. There goes Nicole Tranowicz onto the grass. Look out with that entry back on track. Oh, contact with Joseph Ernesto again. But they save it. Well, great driving by both Nicole Tranowicz and Joseph Ernesto, two veterans in the sport. And of course, yeah, I think we can consider the 19 car also as a veteran. Contact between her and Joseph Ernesto. And then coming back on the racetrack again. Oh my goodness, it was a close call. But great save by Nicole Tranowicz and of course also by Joseph Ernesto. And Chris Dollerton, yeah, he's dropping like a rock. 24.0 he drove in the last lap, so I think he pitted a lap too late, at least one lap too late, so maybe he does know something. Maybe he knows that he doesn't have to pit anymore. Maybe he knows that he only has to make one more pit stop. I don't know. But I cannot imagine that he doesn't have to pit anymore. Well, he comes on pit road now. That's a good call. Because he's losing way too much time. So, this is not a battle. Also, John Arndt now on pit road. It's still not a battle. This neither, actually. But, well, actually, I'm pretty surprised. Jonathan Brummer is not too far behind Albert Wannerly. So I'm pretty surprised by that. I think we should, by the way, also do an onboard lap. Yeah, shall we do an onboard lap? We will do an onboard lap, not this time. Next lap we'll do it. So, pretty curious what you guys think of this race. I really enjoyed it. Cody Smart has issues. Was it a crash? It could be being a crash. I have a feeling it was a crash, so... I'm not sure. Oh, he has been smoking for a while. Yeah? No? Well, at least we have seen some weird things happening. Oh, it was just an engine issue. Oh, he was just racing. Whammo. Goodbye engine. Cody Smart is gonna be our next retirement. As there he comes on pit road. And it is game over for Cody Smart. So that's a tough break. Mitch Bretts on pit road, Rita Sigrid on pit road, and Rickard Kruger have made a pit stop. So there the 71 car went a little bit wide. Now, oh no, I'm too late for my onboard lap. There goes the number 19 car on pit road, and the 07. So that means Nicole Tranowicz coming from 4th place in pit lane. So well, that's interesting. Now I'm wondering where she's gonna drop back to. Chris Dollerton, at least, has dropped back to 8th position. I guess. No, I think he's much further than that. Probably when he crosses the line he will be in around 10th position. I think it could be further up because people have pitted, so I'm not 100% sure. Currently scored in 9th. Now he scored in 8th. Because this 19 car has been passed. So this is your leader. Are we gonna go onward with our leader? Actually, it's not our leader. This is your leader. Well, we're gonna go onward with our leader. So ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Let's get a onboard lap and I'll slow it down and make it softer. So Onward with Albert Wanley onto this long stretch, and it's a really long front stretch. I love it. I really like this. A very historical racetrack Formula 1 used to race over here. So then, hard braking into turn number 1. There we go. And then turning right. Already see some issues over here with cars hitting the wall, and if you hit the wall over there, you're done. Turn number 2. Big incident on lap number 1. After that, it has been pretty calm over here. Well, of course, we saw a moment with Nicole Tranwich and Joseph Ness a few months ago. Fast turn. Yeah, it's a really fast racetrack. This is where we saw Leah Walker flip over in the Phillips Cup Series a few years back. Also was a big crash. Long turn, but still fast. And then hard braking into this next turn, where we've seen already plenty of issues. You see the tire marks on the racetrack as well. This is a spot where Tommy Turbo flipped over and where we've seen Cody Smart crash together with Chris Dodd. Onto the twisty section, the S's. And those S's have also been an issue for some other drivers, as Megan Atkins is right behind Albert Wanderley. Last turn, this is a long one as well. Onto the front stretch. And this of course is the first part of the front stretch. Then we get a light turn, and this one you can really take full throttle. Very fast turn, and there we go, back again onto the front stretch. So yes, it's a short racetrack with 1 minute and 19 seconds approximately. So, but it makes it fun. You run a lot of laps. You got some more lap cars than, for instance, at Le Mans. I mean, you had the Nordschleife, which had one lap of around 9 minutes something. 9 minutes, I'm not sure what the times were. Such a long lap, and then next race is Kyalami, where the laps are not longer than 2 minutes. This is the shortest race track on the calendar, so really exciting. I really love it. And of course we've seen great passing today. We've seen fantastic racing, and it's gonna get even better near the end. So we're not gonna talk about any more police stuff and other non-important shit. We're just gonna stay with this battle. And a battle it is definitely gonna be. Not Cody Smart. Cody Smart has retired, by the way, yes indeed. And Sanne Koers has retired. Oh, that's a big one. Oh, that's a shame for her. My goodness, she cannot catch a break. She had finally another good race. She's had 3 fantastic races, but now once again her engine lets her down. So there she goes. Whammo. Crashed out at Le Mans, entry of pit road. Crashed out at Nordschleife, I don't even know where she crashed out. And now once again issues for Sanne Koers out of the race. Anyways, this is a battle. This is the battle I was waiting for. Joseph Nesto versus Joseph Brummer. The two Josephs going after each other, but I think Joseph Nesto has already made a move on Joseph Brummer, so well, that's interesting. Full second per lap fast check. That's big. That's not even. Oh damn it! Screensaver. Ooh, and then I see an LL 777, which of course comes to Schiphol Airport a few times. Has been to Schiphol Airport a few times. But now they will put down the 747. So yes, indeed, LL, Israeli Airlines, and of course they say it's a big enemy of the US. I don't know why, because I have a feeling that the US created Israel. So I'm kind of wondering what they're meaning with that, but well, maybe I should not say a whole lot about it more, because I don't know a whole lot about it more. The only thing I know is that there's always conflicts in Israel, with of course Palestina, and they're still using Boeing airplanes, so whatever. So this pass has been made. That's for third. Look at fourth. Blaine Keys is back again in 4th position. And I think this is like really the pit stop. If the pit stop cycle has cycled through, I think this is pretty reliable. Trevor Finguy in 5th. That's also impressive run. So the Finn having a good run. And then of course 6th place. Very impressive run by Zachary Fitzwater. And then here we got 7th place for Skylar Fleming. 8th place for Chris Dollerton. There he is. 9th for Nicole Tronowicz. And in 10th we got Debbie Myers. That's also a pretty big surprise. Yeah, and everybody else from 11th backwards is a lap down. That is simply because Albert Wannerley has been putting down a fantastic run. 26 cars are left. Yeah, of course it's a long race, so still you're not going to see that many cars finishing. 26 cars left. Well, then it has gone pretty quickly eventually. We thought that we're not gonna see that many retirements, but still, 26 cars left. My stupid microphone, I hate you. And there's nothing I can do about it. There's no way I can fix this deal. I'm just gonna put another piece of duct tape over this, just a couple moments, because I'm tired of. Every time I paste it, I have to adjust it again. And this, of course, also annoying for you because you heard that all the time. So, Alba Wannerley in the number 40 car. How much time do we have left? Half an hour to go. Okay, that's cool. So, Alba Wannerley, I think everybody still has to pit one more time. Can Alba Wannerley then keep that lead and have a good pit stop strategy, or are we gonna see a surprise winner? I don't know. At least we don't have really a whole lot of battles anymore. So let's see if we can catch some battles now. 25 car is currently. Well, we already skipped past the 25 probably. There he is. And then the 01 car there. The 4. That's pretty close. The 95. No. 43 there. And then the 2. 60. Look, Aiden Shepard has fought his way up to 18th position again. We got a battle, by the way, over here. That's also something. But Aiden Shepard, well, I already said he was pretty impressive already so far. He won the previous race at Nordschleife being a rookie. That's really impressive. I've never heard of him before this series. And there he is. Also in the Rally Championship. Also doing pretty. I'm not sure how good of a job he's doing over there. I think it was not too good. Oh yeah, he spun around in the second stage. That was it. But now he's still had issues at the beginning of this race. He's fighting his way up to the front again. But he is he's in danger of getting passed over there by the 07 car. And then the 54 car, I'm not sure where he is. There he is. So this is pretty much the only battle we have in the top 20, I think. So not impressed indeed. There the 43 car has made a pit stop, so Devin Roberts has come on pit road for. I'm not sure if that's. Yeah, I'm not sure if it really is enough. I think it could be, but I'm not 100% sure. So, pit stop strategy is gonna decide who will win this race. I will. By the way, we're live. Yes, okay. So I will do this one more time. So, just I know. Ravine, 92 laps down. He's gonna be soon 100 laps down. That's incredible. So. There we go. Still 25 cars left. No, 26 I mean. Yes, indeed. 26 cars left. There he comes. Emmanuel Hart in the 07 car comes by. Oh, we got a battle for third place as well. And I should of course seen it. Yeah, okay. That's a clean pass. Good. We got a battle for third. That's between the 13 car there and the 22. That is going to be an interesting battle. Seth Cole is in there as well. Seth Cole is now currently 12th position, so well, of course he's found a fairly good race. He led at some point. Pit stop strategy caused him to fall back a little bit, but Blaine Keys is going to hunt down that number 13 car of Joseph Brummer. Impressive run by Blaine Keys. He also had a good run at the Nordschleife, but he flipped over eventually in the final hour. At Le Mans, he didn't really have a good race, I think. Oh, 11th position. Blaine Keys is impressive. And where is he in points? 28th. Oh, then no. Where did he finish then? Oh, he finished in. Oh, I thought it was towards the end of the race, but he eventually was beginning of the race. He finished in 38th position, so that's why he's so far behind. By the way, last in points is Jay Pinter. He has only gotten 6 points in total. That means he finished 41st 2 times. And where does Jay Pinter finish this time? Well, not of course. 34th. So that's his best result this season. That's an ouch. But this battle is gonna continue. And right after this, we'll move to the battle of for 6th place. So. Blaine Keys and not Emmanuel Hardnet, Joseph Brummer one race winner. And somebody who has not really had a whole lot of success. No! There goes Joseph Brummer into the wall. Blaine Keys turns around Joseph Brummer. And that was the battle for third place going dirty. And that's big time damage for Joseph Brummer. As well as for Blaine Keys, I think. That's not what we had hoped for. Well. And not what should have happened as well. So. Look at what happens. Just simple 23rd turn around the 13 car. The 13 car got back to him again. So Joseph Brummer will not be happy with that. And then you also have to wonder, do those guys have to make another pit stop, an unscheduled pit stop, as we have a new leader? And maybe, I'm not sure how I missed that, but Albert Wanderley has been passed by Joseph Ernesto. That's interesting. Now there's a battle between the 59 car as well as the number 69, but it has already swapped around, so I'm too late, sorry about that. But goodness gracious, we have a new leader. Albert Wanderley has been passed by Joseph Ernesto. Yeah, 23.8, it's time to pit for her. She has to make a final pit stop now. Joseph Ernesto runs at 20.0, so I think actually Joseph is in the advantage here. Why? Because Albert Wanderley will have the same pace at the end of the race as she has now. That's a tough one. So there, number 12 car gets passed by the 43. Is that for position actually? Yeah, I think this is for position, yes indeed. So, well, 12 car not having a very good race. Falling back rapidly, 26.6. Yeah, that's the slowest lap time we've seen today. At least that I have seen today. Of course there have been slower lap times than this. So Joseph Brummer turned around by Blaine Keys. He still is in 4th position, but he has lost 3rd, that means, of course. So some swaps we've seen so far. Blaine Keys, or the 12 car of Kyle Martin's pits, and also Joseph Brummer comes on pit road. Now the 59 car is gonna be under threat of the 17 in a couple of moments, and that's indeed with 3 seconds per lap faster. So the 17 car is coming, Chris Dollarton. The 59 car is coming on pit road. I think the last time he pitted actually, I think he was the one who pitted on lap number 92. Would that be enough to make to the finish? Yes indeed. These guys I think are fine till the end of the race. Albert Wanderley has also pitted. Ooh, so that's gonna be interesting. Final pit stop for Albert Wanderley, most likely. Of course, it's gonna be quite close, I think. So, you know, maybe we can actually look up. I can look up. I'm going to look up when Albert Wanderley last pitted, and I'm gonna see if we can see a trend. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back. We'll have to have a break anyway, so keep on watching. We'll be right back with some more information on the pit stop cycles. So, well. We'll be right back. Stay tuned for the Martini Endurance Series Season 3 race here at Kyalami. As soon as, well, at that moment, the 54 car of Gabriel Wanderley blew up. So, while Albert Wanderley just pitted, it's over for the 54 car of Gabriel Wanderley. So that's a tough break. That's a shame. So, game over for him. That means that everybody has to avoid him. So. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back with the continuation and the finish of this race. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back again. First off, this moment for Seth Cole, who gets turned around and slaps into the inside wall. Gets turned around by number 2 car of Anna Gregg, I think it was. So, that is one thing. Another thing, as we continue again and we go live, is that we have a big news concerning the, well, dominating car of today. Albert Wanderley pitted on lap number 112. The previous time she pitted was lap number 94. That would mean that the next pit stop would have to be made on lap number 130. Which would mean that I am not sure if she will make it to the end without having to pit anymore. Everybody who pits now is safe. Everybody who pitted before Albert Wanderley is not safe. including Albon Wanderley, that is, of course, and everybody who pitted the lap after Albon Wanderley. So I think this is gonna come down to the end of this race. It is gonna be really, really interesting who will make it and who will not. At least we know that these guys make it. Well, Gabriel Wanley is not gonna continue due to his damage. Seth Cole is going to get some tires on there. So pit stop made earlier than he usually has to make. 71 car comes on pit lane for his final pit stop of the day. Of course, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that Albon Wanley has to come in, but well, if she can stay on the racetrack, she will have to save, and it will definitely be very, very, very close for her. So I'm saying that I'm not sure if she can make it. So if we look at this pit stop and the previous pit stop, but it could be possible that she's also short pitted. So that could also be possible, because well, that would mean that she would have made 6 pit stops by now. I'm not 100% sure if that's true, but I don't know. There she is, Albon Wanderley, currently in 5th position, question mark, right behind the 7T car, and 9T car is right there. So indeed, means we have just a few more laps to go, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, it's gonna get very, very, very exciting now. As Chris Donaldson and Debbie Myers both moved by the number 2 car. Well, Debbie Myers is a lap down. Yeah, okay. We got around 20 minutes to go. Let's take a look at our current standings. We got. Oh, actually, was that a battle? Yeah, we have a battle over here for 3rd place. Chris Dollarton versus Skylar Fleming, and that's indeed. Well, Skylar Fleming is a second per lap slower than Chris Dollarton. So this is also a pretty good battle. Now I'm gotta wonder. Oh, this might be very interesting. Skylar Fleming doesn't have to make a pit. Joseph Ernesto, I think. Oh, there comes Debbie Myers back again. Oh, Chris Dollarton, who's not gonna be very happy with that. But Debbie Myers is running very fast lap times. Yeah, much faster than Chris Dollarton actually is running. So these guys all have to make one more pit stop, but it's gonna be only one more pit stop. Somebody seriously smacked the wall over here. And there as well. But I'm more interested in this. Oh, that's weird. Suddenly those lines changed. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can find what happened here. Just because I'm interested in that. But of course, once again, if it's gonna be too far back. Ah, there we go. Aha! Found it. Devin Roberts it was. Look at what happened to him. Oh, and he was just behind Joseph Nestor. That's your leader. Zachary Fitzwater got into him. 10th position. So Devin Roberts spun around by Zachary Fitzwater, and who also lost a little bit of time in that. But biggest damage definitely for Devin Roberts in number 43 car. Oh, well, I thought it would have been harder, but it's fine. I think that they are all pretty fine. So that means still Joseph Ernesto in number 62 car is your leader. He will have to come in pretty soon. He comes in now. Joseph Ernesto, the leader of the race, comes in for the final time. Now, will he come in front or behind the 40 car of Albon Wanderley, who has already pitted? We know that. There is the that's 07 car. That's not a planned pit stop. We'll take a look at that in a few moments. 71 car is also on pit road. The 01 car is also on pit road, so also with some damage. So I'm not sure. I think we have had an incident here. Now, let's see. There's Blaine Keys also on pit road. It's 22 car, but he continues again. He would have been the leader. So they have exactly the same pit stop strategy. Blaine Keys and Joseph Nesta are done. They don't have to pit anymore. There goes Albon Wanderley together with Chris Dollarton by. That was, by the way, fantastic battle. Get me... Damn it, guys. Come on. There we go. So, this is going to be very, very exciting. Don't do that, Albon Wanderley. I think this would be the lead. Yeah, this is a battle for the lead currently. Now we know that Chris Dollarton still has to make a pit stop. Albon Wanderley might not have to make a pit stop, but we are not 100% sure. Yeah, Chris Dollarton pitted way too late previous time. Now we know why he did that. I think he was otherwise. It could have been possible that he had to make another pit stop then. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure when he actually pitted, so. At least he's lost the lead to Albert Wannerley, and now the question is gonna be, can Albert Wannerley make it to the end? The other question is gonna be, are Joseph Ernesto going to catch her? A 118.7 and a 1, well, that doesn't count. So now let's go back to pit lane, because I want to see what happened to those guys. I think they actually both retired. The 07 and the 71 both retired, so I guess they crashed together. Rita Sigrid will continue her way, so 71 car of Logan Claudel. What happened to Claudel? Comes on pit road. That does not count, because then the accident had already happened. I'm guessing at least. Rewinding. No, it has not happened already. I think he got on the racetrack again. So, turn 1 incident, no. He's right behind the 07 now. He has the fresher tires. And it will happen now or the next turn. There we go. It will happen now. There we go. So Logan Claudel and Emmanuel Hartnett will both go into the wall. Oh, and both will go over. We got flip number 2 and 3 of the race, and it went synchronized over here. Elba Wanderley was right behind everything. Oh my goodness, look at this. Big crash for both Emmanuel Hartnett and, oh my goodness, Elba Wanderley got some damage in that deal. She hit the 07 car. Oh, that's something. So Elba Wanderley, seriously slowed down by this, and that could be another big disadvantage for her. I mean, look at this hit. Both will go over on the roof, and we're gonna go on board with 3 drivers. First off, Logan Claudel, biggest crash of today we have over here. Once again, the 71 car has a big crash, or very big crash. So, yeah, could have been worse. I know. So, big crash for Mr. Claudel, and that means that the other Claudel is out to race as well. Emmanuel Hartnett, yeah. That's he flipped over 4 times. Now let's go onward with the driver who was right behind everything. The dominating car of today, Albert Wannerley, seriously had to slow down. Wow. Oh my goodness, when you see this, you're thinking, oh shit. Oh, and you see the damage that it did to her car. You see the damage that it did to her car. And I'm afraid that she even might have to pit. Look at all the damage to her car. The roof of her car is seriously damaged because of this incident. And she is still in the lead. But there is Joseph Ernesto, and that's shrinking. That gap is shrinking a whole lot. 118.9, 117.7. That's a full second per lap faster. Joseph Ernesto is definitely going to catch her, and he is safe till the end of the race. Now, there is number 13 car of Joseph Brummer, 19.3. He's not running faster than Joseph Ernesto. Jeffrey Finguy is running pretty fast though, and he's in 4th. Does he have to make another pit stop though? Yeah. This race is gonna be interesting. So the 07 car has retired together with the 71 car. The 54 as well means we got 23 cars still left. 23 cars in the race, with only quarter of an hour to go, 15 minutes, and we have 12 laps to go. Elba Wanderley is your leader, but seriously hunted down by Joseph Ernesto, who is much faster and has already, well, he knows that he is good till the end of the race. At least that's what we all assume. At least if Elba Wanderley is good till the end of the race, Joseph Ernesto is going to be for sure as well. So that's one thing. And then of course we also keep an eye on the guys in the background. Of course the battle for 3rd place also heating up a little bit, because there we got Joseph Brummer and Jeffrey Finguy. There is Blaine Keys in the number 22 car, who also pitted together with Joseph Ernesto, so he's going to be pretty quick as well. And then, well, these guys are all lapped down. There is 6th and 7th. It's there. With 8th right there. 9th here. Oh, this is a great battle. Battle for 8th position. And 10th pitted a few moments ago. So it's right in front of the leaders. So got 9 cars on the lead lap. Yeah, that's because it's such a short racetrack. So not a big surprise. But this battle for the lead is definitely gonna heat up. Elba Wanderly, I can not imagine that she is going to hold off Joseph Ernesto, who's 2 seconds per lap, or who's more than 1 second per lap faster for much longer. It's probably gonna be by in 1 or 2 laps. Well, let's say 2 or 3 laps. Maybe 1 lap. We'll just have to wait and see. The two, Mercedes is going after each other. So I hope that this is gonna be the only win for Mercedes today. Of course, Formula 1 race as well today. So, Elba Wanderly and Joseph Ernesto. There goes the 44 car, who's also pretty fast. He's probably gonna try to get his lap back. And he is currently making a pass to get the final position in the top 10 on that number 59 car. So, great pass. Here we go, battle for the lead, heating up seriously. Debbie Meyer still very close with the number 19 car. And there is the pass. So Nicole Trunowich going by Debbie Myers. Is it gonna stay? Yes, it's gonna stay. Close. Wiggle. Yes, indeed. So Nicole Trunowich goes to 8th. Debbie Myers back to 9th. And here we got another great battle going on. Joseph Brummer has pitted a few moments ago as well. So Joseph Brummer loses his 3rd place. Oh no. Joseph Ernesto, he can see, he is right underneath the rear wing of the number 40 car. And he knows that, well, he has to be patient, he has to fresh his tires, he's much faster. Here comes Mitch Bretz by, which of course doesn't matter because he's a lap down. Well, he doesn't get by then yet. Yes, but he's 2 seconds per lap faster than the guys in front of him. Here comes Joseph Ernesto. Whoa! Suddenly Seth Cole was stopped on the racetrack. And that was a close call. So Seth Cole in the number 25 car stopped on track. The next retirement possibly of today. At least having some issues. Joseph Ernesto, Elba Wanderly, Mitch Bretz could play a major part in this deal. If he's going to make a move on Joseph Ernesto. No! There goes Joseph Ernesto into the wall together with Mitch Bretz. And Joseph Ernesto goes into the tire barriers as well. And he sees a win go up in smoke. Mitch Bretz should be ashamed of himself for taking out, which would have most likely been the winner of this race. Of course, we're not there yet. We are not there yet. Still, that 62 car has a chance to win. But of course, he has to look out for Blaine Keys as well. What an incredible turn of events, and I was afraid of it actually. I was afraid of it. I thought, well, Mitch Bretz, he's so much faster. We've seen it happen many times this race. But that it eventually would happen, I would have never imagined that. Then Debbie Myers is on pit road for what will be her final stop of today. If this is going to be an ordinary stop, I'm not 100% sure. We'll stay with her for a moment. Joseph Ernesto. Turn around. What? Well, of course this lap time will be much slower, but good grief. Blaine Keys is of course still fast. Now, of course, the question is gotta be, can Elba Wanderly make it back around and win to the finish? Well, at least if the 40 car wins this race, she has to thank Mitch Bretz for that. Of course, it's not really in a very good way. Wow. That's something over there. Jeffrey Finguy may have made a pit stop as well. Jeffrey Finguy is on pit lane for his final stop of today. No. Jeffrey Finguy had pitted the previous lap, so... So Jeffrey Finguy came on pit road previous lap indeed. So that means that he's right behind Joseph Brummer once again. Chris Darton back to 5th, and in 4th place we have now the 69 car of Skyler Fleming. 3rd, Blaine Keys, who could still be looking at the win over here. And that would be a big upset, I gotta say. Blaine Keys right behind Joseph Ernesto, who has damage, and I think, yeah, He is faster than Joseph Ernesto. Look at this. Look at the speed. Blaine Keys is gonna make the move. And now all he has to hope for is that both either the tires of Alba Wonderly drop off significantly, or that she has to make another pit stop. And I think... Oh, there goes Alba Wonderly! Alba Wonderly goes into the wall. Mitch Bratz, what are you doing? Seriously, man, I really like you, but this was too much. Maybe... This is absolutely incredible. Alba Wonderly is gonna lose the race over here. Because Mitch Bratz turned both her around and Joseph Ernesto. Blaine Keys gonna be the happy third one. And Blaine Keys takes over the lead. And possibly a win as well. Can you believe this? Have you ever? Let's take a look at these replays. So, first one. Joseph Ernesto, we got that number 25 car stopped on the racetrack. Joseph Ernesto, I already saw it coming over here. Gets turned around by Mitch Bratz into the wall. There he goes. And, well, from knowing Mitch Bratz, I know that he's gonna have a terrible feeling after this race. For turning both the 62 car around and the 40 car. Well, one thing is true, that he got everything right for Joseph Ernesto. At least, well, sort of. Joseph Ernesto again goes into the wall once again. Get another replay of it. Just helicopter view. Wow. That is incredible. I've seen crazy finishes. And Le Mans Martini Endurance Series Season 1 was one of them. This year, however, in season number 3, is not gonna be Le Mans which has the crazy finish. It is gonna be Kyalami. What an incredible turn of events. The two leaders, the two strongest cars of today, who are definitely going to battle for a win, both getting turned around by the same guy even. Okay, this one was also, well, the point is that Alba Wonderly got loose in this deal. That's also something, so that could be a little bit more in Mitch Bratz's defense, but still, a lap down. Lead lap, not only lead lap, but leader. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Speechless, absolutely speechless. And then this was the moment, of course. Alba Wonderly got back up to speed, but as soon as she was on the racetrack again, there goes the 22 car by, and Blaine Keys is currently your leader, unless he has been turned around as well. And there he is. There is Joseph Ernesto, and Alba Wonderly, I think, has made a pit stop, if not retired from this race. Not sure where Alba Wonderly is. Oh, yeah, Alba Wonderly has retired. Wow. You go from being a hero and having by far the strongest car of today, looking for a victory. Well, pit strategy would have spoiled that, could have spoiled that, and then this happens. Sorry. Also, Seth Cole has retired due to a problem. Okay, I think we should take a look at that as well. Okay, we're gonna have a quick look at Seth Cole. What happened to him? Sorry about that. Man, I keep on sneezing. So this is where things already went wrong for him. Speed building up, coming on the front straight as soon as he goes to his turn up. No, speed gone. And what his problem was, I don't know. I have seriously no clue. Now this was the dangerous move. Of course, nothing he could do about it. He tried. Well, he could have gone on the grass more, but this is also something we've seen more often. There are leaders coming right in the background as soon as Seth Cole stops. There you go. What a close call. Eventually, Seth Cole will come on pit road. Blaine Keys, he is your leader in what has been one of the most crazy finishes of this race I've ever seen. Blaine Keys, 6 seconds in front of Joseph Ernesto, whose in turn is, well, 7 seconds, only 7 seconds in front of the 13 car of, no, the 69 car there of Skylar Fleming. Then is 4th position, ooh, that's close. In 4th position will be Chris Dollerton, who's running a great race, always with, well, still credit goes for him for this fantastic race. Then Joseph Brummer is in 5th. 6th is Jeffrey Finguy. 7th is Nicole Trunowicz. 8th is Mitch Bretz. And we will have a big, well, explanation to come from him. And that was everybody who's on the lead lap. So, Albon Wanderley retired after incident with Mitch Bretz and Joseph Vanessa turnaround. The 2 strongest cars of today. And the underdog of today, Blaine Keys, is leading with just 3 more laps to go, 2.5 more laps to go, in what will be an incredibly popular, well, controversial win for him. Of course, he has not done anything wrong, so this, of course, is fully deserved for him, but it's not fully deserved for Joseph Nesto and Albon Wanderley. But, well, it is what it is, we always say, and that's what happens. Of course, lapped cars have been an issue today because they're so much faster, and new tires are so much faster than the old ones as well. So Blaine Keys, he will get 2 more laps to go around this racetrack, and then he will, I don't even dare say that he will be the winner, because nothing is certain. I really thought that the battle was going to be between Albon Wanderley and Joseph Nesto. As soon as Joseph got turned, I thought, well, this is Albon Wanderley's win, as long as she doesn't have to make a pit stop. But then, well, Mitch Bretz took the faith in his own hands, and eventually that handed Blaine Keys to win. Not yet, not yet, not yet. There's the number 69 cars flying around this racetrack though. Joseph Ness is losing quite a lot, so yes, he is still second. He doesn't necessarily have to win, of course, to get a spot in the Phillips Cup Series, because he already has one. But I mean, he was waiting so badly for a victory. He was waiting so badly for a victory, working very, very hard for it, and he almost had it. He has never won in one of my series before, except for maybe the Dirt Ringer series. No Phillips Cup Series wins for Joseph Nesto, even though he has been part of complete 8 seasons in total. Every race that I've run over the last, I don't know how many years, except for the Red Bull Knockout Series, Joseph Nesto has been a part of, and he has never won. And this was his win, which eventually got taken away from him. There, Jeffrey Finguy made another pit stop. So Jeffrey Finguy, well, he's now a lap down. That was for, well, as much as for a, well, 6th place finish. Well, that's a big surprise. I'm surprised that he had to make another pit stop. There's Joseph Nesto. Yeah, he's much slower, 22.8, 21.3. So Skylar Fleming could be looking at a 3rd place finish over here. And this is also, well, I'm not sure if this is going to be very interesting with the 17 and the 13. I think that the gap is too big. Well, not if you do that, of course. But this could be a interesting battle, as we are already on our final lap. Oh man, I've missed everything. So, ladies and gentlemen, Blaine Keys has pulled the upset. He is in the final lap of this race. And Blaine Keys, whoa! I think, let this 18 car just go by. Just let him go by. Just let him go. I barely dare to look. Well, I know one thing for sure. He is on the front stretch. Now he's pretty safe. Ladies and gentlemen, Blaine Keys, out of nowhere, the underdog of this race, is going to win it as well. Blaine Keys wins his first ever race here at Kyalami, as the 12 car doesn't finish due to a blown engine. Now, Joseph Nesto waiting for him. There he is, and he gets it in 2nd place. In front of Skylar Fleming. Now 4th place will then be for Chris Dollerton. Fantastic race. Applause for Chris Dollerton. Finally, good result for him. 6th place will then be no, 5th place will be for Joseph Brummer, your points lead, and he will absolutely extend his points lead. Then the number 19 car will finish in 6th place. There she is, Nicole Tranovic, coming around, and they're coming across the line. Yes, bam, 6th place for her, and 7th for Mitch Bretz, but he will definitely need some, well, I'm not sure. Of course, the post-race penalties and all kind of stuff, that's gonna come after this race, so you will see it in the end of the video. But Mitch Bretz, in number 44 car, comes across start finish line, and this will definitely not be unpenalized for him. So that was everybody. That I think was everybody. These guys just are a lap down, and there we have our winner. Official standings. Kyle Martins has retired with a valve problem, and well, he's so far behind now, so I'm going to look into that shortly. First off, let's make this official. Ben Malother finishing 117 laps down, and eventually we only had 20 cars finishing, which is not even half the race. That's quite incredible. So Kyle Martins, he completed okay, so he completed 29 laps. Yeah, he completed 29 laps, which would put him 3 laps down, and indeed in front. Well, I think behind Megan Atkins then, because well, as soon as he, okay, the point is he did cross start finish line, so he did start his 130th lap. Megan Atkins, however, did not, because that was the finish flag for her, I think. There we go, indeed. So, okay. So I think that is going to stay the same. Of course, both have completed the same amount of laps. Both Megan Atkins and Kyle Martins, but Kyle Martins did start that final lap. So, well, and then of course you gotta wonder, maybe I should do that as well at the Nordschleife race. So, okay, I'm going to re-look at the Nordschleife race, because it might be possible that things are going to be different out, but then will come later. That's all a little bit secondary, but one thing is for sure, ladies and gentlemen, the race is over. Finally, without crashing computers, we did it. Another race. Blaine Keys as your winner, with Joseph Nesto in second, and he will definitely not be satisfied with that, because he had a win almost certainly ready for him. Skyler Fleming, Chris Dallerton, Joseph Brummer in top 5, top 10, Nicole Tranovic, Mitch Bretz, Jeffrey Finguy, Debbie Myers, and Rickert Kruger. Big surprise that Rickert Kruger finished in top 10. Then John Arndt, Anna Gregg, Zachary Fitzwater, Aiden Shepard, Devin Roberts, John Citadino, Rita Sigrid, RJ Bishop, Chris Dodd, and well, Kyle Martins / Megan Atkins, the drivers that finished. Here's everybody. And that means that we are done, ladies and gentlemen. 3-hour race here at Kyalami is done, and what a fantastic race we had over here. Absolutely, that we're gonna return here. This is one of our gold mines. We're gonna add this to the schedule forever, together with, of course, Le Mans, the Nordschleife, and Willow Springs. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. I'm going to watch the Formula 1 race, which will start in just 30 minutes. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time over here with the Martini Endurance Series, season number 3, 2016, here on Ziggo Sports. Keep on, well, remember to, if you have tips for the Philips Cup Series Season 9, go check that video out and give your tips. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Whammo. Congratulations to Blaine Keys. He will be a Philips Cup Series driver if he, well, re-signs up for that. He has a reserve spot now.